Hello, internet friends and webcomic fans. This is not your friendly neighborhood dungeon biologist. He is in a meeting for a few minutes. So I am here, and Pico is going to DM for us. Pico's very excited about DMing. He's already tried to gift half the chat a bunch of subscriptions. He's very generous. I think he's also destroying my phone case, but that's fine. That's acceptable. It's just normal when you have a conure. Yeah, welcome to another episode of Trash Heroes, the Dungeons and Dragons stream, wherein we recount our epic adventures of a wildly improbable collection of horrible creatures known as the Trash Heroes. Our players are a collection of talented internet cartoonists, why thank you, Lane. Please check out their work in the links on the upper right corner in their video description below. Now, let's meet the characters. First up, oh, I am very quiet apparently. I'm going to be louder. And by louder, I mean I'm going to move my mic closer and also just be louder. Hey, Lane's here. Pico, you don't
I'm the
have to
DM.
game anymore.
I'm the DM.
Woo!
I give
Pico
myself
loves DMing.
infinite sorcery points.
Yay, you deserve it.
Goodbye, extra camera.
Rugna gets a fatter ass.
Amazing.
Your turn, Jeff. Your turn, Jeff.
Everyone gets a fatter ass. What?
Jeff's the DM
Where
now.
am I?
Pico was the DM.
Oh, am I the king now?
You're playing Finn.
Yeah. Make some laws.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, everybody gets
So
10
is
levels.
Nice.
Unfortunately, they're not in levels of the classes that they're actually using.
That's fine. I could be a monk now. That's cool.
You're a bard.
I was also thinking monk.
Yeah, flurry of blows is exactly
We're
what
all monks.
is needed
Mm.
for.
I used to play Spinnacus, who was
Sir,
a
please take your
cat
phone.
girl monk who I got very excited about taking less chance of getting hit with an opportunity attack, so I just took a lot of opportunity attacks.
I'm just kissing
How am
all
I
the
doing
bugs.
here on? Am I volume? Am I here? Am I existent?
I see volume is happening. Am I still really quiet
Or
here?
whatever. Kaitu
You
says
weren't
you
quite to us.
Alright, weird.
Sounds fine to me, yeah.
How about now? I
That was
changed
better.
the settings on my mic. Maybe I'm loud now. Maybe I'm not.
You're
loud.
louder,
I'm louder.
for sure.
I'll max it up, and then we'll see how that goes. Pico, what are you?
Found my combat post-it
who are
notes
you
from
calling?
a month ago.
Don't call everybody Pico.
Is Pico stepping on your phone again?
He's eating my phone, and he is calling I don't know who. He's also gotten rid of the chat, so I can't see anybody. Little man, you're chaos.
Did you already go over the intro?
No, I was just getting to let's see the group of weirdos. Who are they?
Why don't you carry on? Because I don't have the copy of the
Okay.
script in front of me.
Ad-lib it.
First of all,
Off the cuff.
there's Keeper of the Vermin and Protector of the Trash Hit, Fetid Quaggle.
That's me, hi.
There is our larger-than-life orc battlemaster. That's me, Ugna. I'm also here.
Fighting superstar.
Got our trickster cleric, rogue baker, and all-around party animal, Tromlindarials.
Sluts.
And then there's our wild magic sorcerer streaming sensation, Morgan the Satyr.
Hi, cuties.
And last up, our grandpa, who is accidentally an ancient warlock. I'm doing this all from memory. It is Copernicus Sunshine.
Horrifying catchphrase.
Pretty
I
good.
literally sent you the
Not
thing.
bad based on no notes,
Yeah, but I'm trying to do it by memory.
It's
Yeah, it's more fun that way.
Y'all. It's funnier when I get it wrong. Alright, I will put away the tablets because we don't need extra cameras.
Do you have the recap? And a bird is going to close your camera because he says no.
Do you want me
No
to
stream.
do the recap and you can like?
I literally don't have it. So go ahead. I think you emailed it to me, but I don't have my email
What are you
open.
doing? Pico, buddy, little man. Okay.
I'm still finding all of my game stuff.
Ooh, Alina, if you could go louder still.
Oh yeah.
Listening on stream. Mm-hmm. Oh, a blackout has occurred. We can be heard though, I think. There you go.
We're back. I can tell we're back because I just saw a random bird face.
Yes.
I smudged the chat for us. Hopefully that works.
So
Okay.
my mic got unplugged, so that's maybe why I was quiet. I'm gonna look over here because there's a script, and I can't put it here or we won't have cameras. So, we began last game with Fetid, who had gone through the teleportation circle to Ravenfall to pass messages off to our various allies. He invisibly crept past the waiting guards to the sewers and found a group of Quaggles waiting for him. He filled them in on what was up, heard a little bit about the political situation in Ravenfall, and then set off to meet up with Lady Pudenza, Eurus Gale, and another dwarven member of the Thieves Guild. Fed had also received word that the Chillwind tribe was sending representatives to the War Council, including Morgan's ex-fiancée. Back at Sunshine Manor, Morgan was awoken out of a dead sleep to find a shadowy, faceless one creeping in through her window. She fled to Ugna's room and woke Ugna up, only to be auto-grappled by a sleepy wrestler. There was an awkward moment as they both realized they were in bed and in only their pajamas. Once they got themselves sorted out, they fled for Perny and the rest of the group, alerting them through PernyNet that everyone was under attack. Fetid, in Ravensfall, heard the message and double-timed it back to the teleportation circle. Barbarians in tow.
Oh, you just went super muffled. And we can't see your camera.
Crashed something off of my desk. How am I?
Better.
Better.
Check what microphone you're on now.
Yeah, I don't know what he unplugged. Hang on.
He's extra chaos today.
He really is. Still on the Yeti. Should be good.
Big frickin' Swede says the audio's consistent, so maybe
Okay.
that's just on my end. I'm hearing you
Cool.
all.
Maybe.
You're better now.
Sweet. Where was I? Come here.
I don't.
I eat you.
Yeah, you might. Your output for the stream might be different than
in
Discord, because in Discord we
yeah.
hear you perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine in
No, I
Discord.
think Discord's probably on my headset and the stream's probably on my mic. And I could change it, but then you would see all my Discord settings. So that's meh.
As long as stream can hear you.
Yep.
So where were you?
Morgan took a black token to escape the clutches of the shadowy, faceless ones, and ratatouille'd Ugna through a window and off the castle to land at Perny's side. However,
Speaking of which, that black token isn't updated.
Oh yeah. I gotta save
Oh no, wait! I took it immediately.
You took
Never
it
mind.
immediately. Yeah.
That's why.
However, this set off a storm of wild magic, causing Morgan to have a different wild magic effect every single round. One of the worst ones made her appear undead, which is bad for her streaming career, but meant that the undead shadows began to ignore her, which is useful in a fight. The group raced to Lucretia's side and faced off against the shadows, whose paralyzing attacks were taking their toll, long enough for Fetid and his group to make it through the portal and provide backup. They fought fiercely and managed to defeat several of the faceless ones, but two more still lurk in the manor, and everyone's nearly out of hit points. That's where we are.
Yeah, so I believe the last two are upstairs.
Yeah.
Because I believe they had taken down Lucretia, but she was still fighting.
Yeah.
Copernicus had been dropped, but has been stabilized. I know you got healed, but you were dropped again, right? Is that correct?
Me?
Yeah. Where are you at?
Yeah, I remember having to ask if the failures accumulate across multiple
and they do not.
being downs. Yeah.
You reset when you've dropped again. So you're currently dropped, but I believe you're stable. I think you've already been stabilized by Slugworth.
Let me double check.
Slugworth popped out and gave you a potion on the previous time that you dropped, and you gained hit points and were able to act again.
Yeah.
And then you dropped again, but Slugworth, having no further potion, was still able to do a He has nothing else to do with his turn,
No,
so he's just.
I have myself as
stabilized.
still being down with 1 successful death save and 2 failed death saves. I think things actually were pretty dire. I think Slugworth popped out, but no action had been taken yet.
Okay. We were about to start a new round. I know that. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's fine.
Oh yeah, I got plus 18 hit points from a floorboard potion was the note that I made.
Yep,
But
that was
I'm down,
Slugworth.
and then I got
don't-
14 points of cold damage, 15 more points of cold damage.
And you're down again. Yep.
1 successful death save, 2 failed death saves. Yeah.
I don't think I have notes of damage.
I honestly don't think you took any.
No, I don't think I did.
Because you were holding back and other people were in the fight.
Yeah.
And then you got your wild magic and they treat you as one of them, which means they're ignoring you.
Yeah, I have my silent spell used for Dimension Door, a banana bonus in the mouth, which I'm not sure what it is a bonus for, but I do remember it gives me some kind of bonus.
I can look that up.
Yeah.
I can look that up again. That was in the wild magic chart.
Yeah.
The audience will have to bear with us when it's been this long since the last game and we were in the middle of combat. But oh god, where's the banana in this giant chart? Can I search the page?
For banana?
For the word banana?
Banana.
Find on page. Banana. No, I cannot.
Banana?
Because it's an image. Very annoying. Anyway, carry on with your setting everyone up. Fetid is downstairs. Oh, I see you've added a banana.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it small enough.
If your banana's too big, is that the problem?
My banana is way too big.
That's unfortunate.
I'll just put it there for
He
now.
was gonna test my mic for me by shrieking into it. I hope that wasn't too loud for people.
No one heard it. I can hear it like through the background, but
I think it
remember these mics have cut off. Here we go. A banana appears in your shoulder. You have a +2 bonus to all saving throws while you hold that banana in your hand or mouth.
All right. +2 to saving throws?
Yeah. So we were at the top of a round, which makes it Morgan's turn. I'm just trying to remember exactly where everyone was. You'd all gone upstairs, right?
I think so, yeah.
I believe that the two faceless who were trapped in the entanglement spell, because they have such a low strength save, it's actually very effective at keeping them in place.
Yeah, it saved our butt last
and
time.
they have hit people with their howl that caused fear, but they can't use their psychic damage strike because no one was in 90 feet of them. In order to get up past them and go upstairs, however, you guys had to give them the opportunity to do something. I'm just checking the recap you sent. It doesn't say where things were. Do you remember, Alina, from the recap, what part of the house you guys were all in?
I think we had just gotten to Perny.
That's what I thought. I thought everybody had gotten upstairs.
We went to Perny first. We went to Perny first, and then we heard Lucretia upstairs, and so we ran up
Perny
there.
is upstairs with
Perny
Lucretia.
is upstairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're still there. We had not left yet because we were mid.
It's not a left
round.
yet. It's a. So I'm guessing you don't know what happened. So we can't really. I
believe I had gotten to Perny, thought he was dead because he played dead.
Yeah, I was mainly
because he kept getting attacked while he was on the ground.
There was an entire group of people downstairs.
Yeah,
fighting downstairs,
like
which includes
the barbarians.
Fetid and the allies who came with Fetid, and Ugna and Morgan, and upstairs was alone Tromlin and Copernicus with Lucretia, and that was the issue. And I'm trying to determine, had everyone downstairs gotten upstairs yet, or was there still
I
some
had been
question?
downstairs. I thought I got dimension doored or something up.
Oh, maybe that's the case. Yeah, you dimension doored several people upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
going to
yeah.
assume everyone's upstairs now. And I am going to say that your friends with the ranged attacks, your thief friends, and also at this point, Ollie has come in from the yard because you left him here, and is going to just generally blast some fire into the trapped creatures that are in the entanglement spell. And of course, Sextus is down there with his handful of his ongoing range. The only thing that seems to do anything, his ranged guiding bolt attack. And they will just ranged attack and continue to take those guys out in the entanglement spell. That will require that Morgan maintains that concentration, though, so I will remind you of that as we go on. Because if you stop concentrating on the entanglement, it will change the situation downstairs. The other ones downstairs have been taken out, and that just leaves the ones upstairs, of which there are 3. So
Sit down.
that is where we're dealing with. We've got 3 of these bad guys upstairs that were taking or attacking Lucretia. And Copernicus is down. Tromlin, I believe you're still doing pretty decent.
I guess I wasn't here last time. Remember?
Yeah, and that's why I think I didn't give you any damage. Because I just was like, well, I would have to track it. I'm not going to do that. I did, however, have you do some spell casting. Because I believe you did a healing spell at one point.
That doesn't sound like me.
At max level. So you're down one of your level 3 slots. But I think otherwise we'll just say you're still full up. Okay. Oh, no, I did give some damage to him because I've got one of these sets of damage here labeled as Tromlin. So you actually have taken 12 damage, Tromlin.
That's fucking rude.
All right, so we're starting at the top of a round with Morgan.
All right.
So,
Is
Morgan,
this,
you can see Copernicus is down. There are 2 of these shadowy monsters flanking Lucretia, who's standing on her bed from where she was spellcasting. But the 2 of them are on either side of her, and she's been paralyzed by their touch. So currently she is unable to act.
And Peter will make clear that if he rolls 9 or less on a die this turn, he's dead forever.
Yep.
So just Copernicus can't say that, so Peter will.
We want him undead.
I don't have healing spells. I think I have a potion. Like
You
it's
do.
nice.
Everyone had one.
Yeah.
Does that require an action?
It would. I'll remind you of the initiative order in case anyone has forgotten, because I certainly had. But I've got a sheet in front of me. It was Morgan, and then the bad guys, and then Fetid, and then Copernicus, and L.
I think
which is Lucretia.
Lucretia.
I think
Then-
I'm terrified to say so, but I think we haven't done my wild magic for this round. Because I
We
have.
haven't?
I think
But
I
also,
have.
I don't have Tromlin in the initiative order.
Okay.
Because I think I just had him get paralyzed, which is why he had that damage, and then he wasn't able to act. Because that was an easy write out.
Mhm.
I don't blame
So
you.
let's get an
I
initiative
was
roll
gonna
from
say.
Tromlin, just to get him in this order.
All right, hold on. Well, it should be like a 1 or some shit. Which would be funny. Well, maybe not people needing healing. No, that's not a 1. That's a 19.
Nice.
19 on the die or 19 total?
Oh,
Total. That puts you right behind the bad guys. So it's going to go Morgan, bad guys, Tromlin.
Mhm.
better than I don't know.
Better than a
Could be
slap
worse.
in the face. Okay, so the order is Morgan, bad guys, Tromlin, Fetid, Copernicus and Lucretia at the same time, Sextus downstairs, then Ugna, and then the others who came through the portal.
Mhm.
So let's go ahead and roll your ongoing crazy wild magic.
All right.
I'll
the first
remind you
one-
that part of the black token is that you're rolling twice, but I get to choose.
Yep. That's a 4?
0,
All right.
4.
Yeah.
It's
0,
not
4.
as bad as it could be because at the very bottom is where you roll more than once.
Yeah. And this is a 31.
Okay. So you suddenly gain the power of see invisibility. And
Okay.
there aren't any invisible things in this room except 2 things change in your perception. One, you can see a gaunt, almost skeletally thin woman with lank, wet hair and bulging eyes, somewhat bluish tinge to her skin as though someone who has drowned, in wet rags of clothing, floating outside the window of the room, staring inwards and watching everything that's happening.
Okay.
The second thing that you notice is that the 3 remaining faceless ones, you can see their faces now. I would like you to make a wisdom save.
All right.
Oh.
I get
Remember that you got a
a
+2 bonus?
Yeah,
Yep,
I get a
on
bonus
top
to
of your
this.
regular bonus.
All right. I'm scared, so I'm gonna roll my new dice and hope that it's good to me. It is a natural 20.
Sweet, you don't
That is a-
take a bunch of psychic damage.
That's a real good nat 20.
That's a nice.
Oh, sorry, you take half damage, but you don't take as much psychic damage. Just checking to see if it's saved for half or saved period. But it's saved for half, so I'm going to roll my 2d10, and that is high. That is a 16. So you take half damage. You take 8 psychic damage from the horror of seeing their ghostly dead faces. All of the faces have what appear to be crowns above them and are also skeletally gaunt,
Okay.
as though they are undead kings.
Does it look like
beneath these black robes?
the ghost lady is controlling them or guiding them?
Not
Like, is
really.
she just
She's
standing there
staring at
watching?
Lucretia. Actually, she's
Okay.
staring both at Lucretia and Copernicus. So she's kind
Okay.
of looking back and forth because they're across the room from each other.
Okay. I cannot determine if that's a friend or foe, so I won't engage. I'll pretend I didn't
Sorry,
see
first of all,
it.
can you please make a concentration check?
Yeah.
Since you have taken damage, we need to find out if your entanglement spell downstairs breaks.
That's a 13 plus.
You're good. I think it's 10 or the damage, whichever is higher, and you took 8 damage, so it's 10. So you are fine. What would you like to do now that the chaos has passed? I mean, the chaos is still
Morgan
going.
Morgan's pretty worried about Perny because she's
As you
seen him
would
go
be.
down twice at this point.
Yeah.
Even though
You
he
are
makes fun
near
of her.
him because that's where you guys have you had teleported together, so you are near where Copernicus was.
I think
Copernicus was attacking the faceless, but he had been doing so from range, so I'm assuming he's still where you teleported him.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna feed him a potion because I don't have healing spells. I was considering going and thunderstepping Lucretia out of there, but
if
this is the second time going down.
If Tromlin acts before me, I'm still safe if he does the healing.
Tromlin and Fetid both act before you.
Yeah. So if you want to do the thunder step and leave them to do
Except
heal.
they've been
But-
basically trying to coup de grace.
Yeah, Morgan
They've been
goes
doing area
before
of
the bad
effects.
guys, and she's the only one who
And they,
does.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
only one of them near Copernicus, and it's not going to be super able to coup de grace because it's got multiple foes now, right? So Tromlin has been paralyzed,
Yeah.
but Fetid has now entered the chat. Fetid and Ugna have come up from downstairs, and I believe
yeah.
actually Ugna is the one directly facing off with the other one.
I also
But
think
the
I
two
hit
that
it
are
with
over by
taunt.
Lucretia are still there, so it's probably
So-
worth doing something about that.
I hit one of them with taunt, so they're gonna have a disadvantage to attack anyone who's not me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which, you know, with my 7 hits,
Okay.
their 6 hit points is not a great idea, but better than nothing.
All right. Morgan's going to calmly walk up to Lucretia. Because she doesn't have to be in a rush.
Prance. Boing,
She's gonna
boing,
prance
boing.
over there. And she's gonna grab Lucretia in her arms and thunder step out.
You got it.
So that's 3d10 thunder damage.
Light it up.
Yep. And I do believe, is there a save for half?
Save for half, yeah.
Or is it a save for any? I'm just pulling up. I'll pull up the spell.
Failed, save half as much damage on a successful one.
Yeah, it's Constitution save. I will remind you that they have resistance as well to thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
Very,
It's
very
more of a-
frightening.
It's more of a let's get this person
Where are
out of
they?
here move.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They also have a +7 con save. It's
That
one of the good
is a 14 in the dice.
So they take half and then half again. So they take 7, which becomes 4 damage.
one of them successfully rolled a saving throw.
Yes, both
Silvery
of them.
barbs on Perny.
Thank
Oh,
you.
sorry. Okay, so I will re-roll the saving throw for that one.
Yeah. Perny's got a silver barbs.
He failed.
Mm.
I rolled a nat 1 on the re-roll,
Oh,
Nice.
very nice.
That's
So-
nice.
I have
Hey.
advantage.
despite their
Thank you.
+7
Hell
saving throw
yes.
bonus. So he takes
him.
full damage halved, which is 7. So one of them takes 4 and one of them takes 7.
Mm-hmm.
And Copernicus now has advantage on the next roll that he makes.
Which is a death
Hopefully
save.
not a death saving throw. Hopefully
Which will
not
hopefully not be a death saving throw. Morgan is
It is.
done. It is the bad guy's turn. So
Thank you.
where are you? Where do you go with Lucretia?
We're in Lucretia's room, or
You're in Lucretia's chambers in the tower.
Yeah.
So one end of the room, it's like a giant 4-poster bed with gauzy curtains everywhere that float in the impossible breeze that always surrounds Lucretia at all times. She herself is wearing like flowing lacy nightgown that also impossibly is floating, like even like out of camera it floats to, like some kind of
I'm
Frazetta.
considering jumping out the
painting.
window.
I
Does
mean,
thunder
that would
stepping out
involve
the
going
window?
through the creature
Yeah.
out the window.
Yeah.
But you could if you wanted to.
I think I want to keep her in range of.
It'd be
our
nice if
people
she
being
could
able to
cast a
heal.
spell.
Yeah. In
She's a wizard. She has some cool spells. It's just she keeps being paralyzed.
I'm gonna
Is
bring her
a
over
problem.
back towards Perny, and I will stand between them.
So near the entrance to the room, near the stairwell up the tower, are Perny and yourself and Lucretia, and also Fetid, because that's where you came in with the bow. A few feet away is the faceless one that was attacking Perny, which is now in direct combat with Ugna, and Ugna has just taunted it. And then across the room on the bed are the two that were attacking Lucretia that no longer have access to paralyze her.
Step up. Step up.
So
Okay.
I'm trying to stand and give them cover.
Lucretia, by the way, also is looking quite rough in terms of hit point damage, because every time they paralyzed her, they
Can
did
I
damage.
object interaction? Just hand her a potion.
Yes. I mean, presuming she isn't paralyzed, she'll be able to do something about taking that potion. Her turn's coming up here, so she
I'll
gets
just
a
shove
saving
it in her cleavage if she can't grab it with her hands.
throw. Excellent. Yeah, here you go, babe. Okay, so that's where they are. So it's baddie time.
Boo.
Remind me, your taunt does what? They have disadvantage to attack anyone but you. Or it has, the one that you got with that. So he is going to go ahead and do a fear strike and a paralyzing attack on you, Ugna, since you have taunted him to do so. So please make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at those. I love that as a stat for me. 13. Not enough.
Total? It's
Yep.
DC 15.
I only have a wisdom of 0.
Okay, so you are going to take the full 10 psychic damage.
Ooh, I am down. But back up with 1 hit point.
And he immediately hitting you with the paralyzing touch.
Yep.
So this is a melee attack. He has to beat your armor class, which remember is a lot.
It's lots.
Actually, I just realized, didn't you bait and switch, Lucretia?
Oh, off the bed. I think I did.
Yeah, I think you were over there fighting those two, and one of them is the one that you taunted.
Right. Which means I now have 2 guys on me, but that's okay.
I'm gonna just hand wave the
Yeah.
thunder step. She was able to do it in such a way that it's like the old days with the grid board, and she like, if I stand exactly on this square, it'll hit them, but not you.
I use my 5 foot to like move just
Yeah.
enough.
30. Okay, so yeah, that means that's the one that attacked you. It also means that there wouldn't have been any attack of opportunity getting Lucretia out of there, but that's fine. Thunderstep does damage to them, so it's still the cool way to do it. But it does mean that. But my point was that you have a huge ass bonus to your armor class
I
this
do.
round.
Yeah.
Um,
Because it's
God,
like
do you remember
a
what you rolled? I
plus-
remembered it was high,
It was.
like 6 or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was a 6. I have
Okay.
6 in my brain.
Yeah, it would have been on my D10, so it can be quite a lot.
He does not hit you with the paralyzing touch. Your armor class is
Oof.
too good.
I have
Nice.
1 hit point.
His friend, despite being not taunted, is also going to try and hit you with a paralyzing
course,
touch
'cause I'm right
because
here.
he needs to.
Yeah.
You're the only one within arm's reach.
Yeah.
He also does not beat your ludicrous armor
Which
class.
is a 24 if it's a 6 this round.
Yeah.
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 Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, don't forget about your shield.
Oh yeah.
You've
That's
got.
right. I'm hitting one-handed because I've got my shield,
Also,
like an improvised shield, which was the nightstand.
Yes. Yes. And also, I don't remember if we added the new bonus to your armor from the rune.
I think we did because I have 18 like scratched on top of the 17 that was or 16 that was there before.
Right.
Yeah.
Your armor class, because your armor class should be with your breastplate. I can't remember what the base is for your breastplate anymore. It is. Well, just know the base of just wearing a breastplate is a 14 plus Dex modifier. Max 2, but that is your Dex modifier. So that's a base 16. And then it was a 17 because it was Dwarven Make.
Yes.
And it is now, instead of getting the +1 for Dwarven Make, it gets a +2 for the magic of the rune. So it's an 18 armor, not counting the cool shit that you can do with it.
24 and then 26 with the shield. Or 25, because I think it's just a +1 for an improvised.
Correct. So 25 AC.
Yeah.
Like, I assumed it was over 20 and I didn't break 20. So
yeah.
My best roll was a 13 plus 7, a 12 plus 7, which is
I do believe
19.
That was my last superiority point, yes.
Yeah. Now, however, that one is also going to use his fear attack, but he doesn't want to use it on you. He wants to use it on that stupid interloping sorcerer. So
fair.
Morgan, you are being glared at. Actually, wait a second. No, he's not, because you've got that undead thing. That's right. I knew there was a reason they weren't attacking you. Man, who's he going to do it on then?
Good boy. I don't know if you've heard Pico say peekaboo, but that's his new thing. I've taught him.
Nice.
Excellent.
Very nice.
I guess he's going to do it on Ugna then.
That's rude.
I am here.
Yeah, everybody else is like across the room or down. He can't paralyze the wizard again with it because it just does damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alina, you're making don't worry about making the save because it's half
No, it's
damage.
half
So you
damage,
only got
so-
one hit point.
yeah,
So
I
either
am
way, you go
down.
down. You can't take more than 0, right? You're just
Yep.
down to 0. So you stayed up. They took various attacks on you, and the last one, he glares at you with the horrible noise in your brain,
Go
and
back
you
down.
drop.
Mm-hmm.
And then that leaves the one that's over closer to the rest of you. He is going to turn his terrifying visage towards the interloper with the bow. So I'd like a wisdom saving throw from Fetid.
All right.
DC 15.
15, you said?
Yep. 1-5.
That is a 3. That will not do it.
Then you're going to take the full 8 damage because I rolled shit.
Great.
God, you
So
rolled
8
shit. Damn.
Yeah.
8 psychic damage.
Ow.
Okay.
It was saved for half, so you could have taken only 4, but.
Yeah. All right.
And that is all of them, including their fancy legendary attacks. I think the ones downstairs are trying to frighten your friends, so you can all hear the distant howls of like anger. It's that scene from Fellowship of the Ring where the hobbits are hiding out while the ring wraiths go and stab the pillows because they think it's hobbits, because apparently that trick works on terrifying ghost creatures. They're not very smart at telling the difference between living people and pillows. But it's that scene where in the distance they can all hear the shrieking.
How's Zaxus doing? Where's Zaxus at in all the screaming?
Zaxus is like hiding in his room. I'm certain Zaxus is not participating. Actually, wasn't it? Did he come down with? Did he come out with the thieves downstairs? I don't think he did.
Maybe?
I think
I
the
don't know.
crossbow guy was the thief that you brought. Was
Yeah, that was the dwarven
Eurus
thief.
Gale.
Oh no, you're a scale, right?
There was Eurus Gale, and then there was that dwarf, and then also there was a female thief as well, who was taken out, who was dropped, but has now been stabilized. I think the main
I got you.
critter that is at risk is probably Ollie, who's going to be within the 90-foot range, because he's blasting some fire at these guys. But he's smart enough that he's the first time he takes a fear psychic damage, he's going to start running in enough to blast flame and then run out again.
Good boy.
Of that range. Although I'm not sure how many times. Like, obviously, he has to roll every time he does it to see if he gets to reuse his fire breath. So it may only be a one-off. But anyway, you can all hear the howling downstairs. And next up is Tromlin. Saving throw to stop being paralyzed.
Okay.
It's a DC 15 Constitution save.
That's a good question. What is my constitution save?
And Ugna, don't worry about rolling yours because, I mean, I guess roll one
He's
just to see if
down.
you got paralyzed at all.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, they missed you.
would
Never
be-
mind. They missed you with the paralyzing attacks.
Right,
It was
right,
just the pure attack that took you down.
16?
15, DC 15.
And I don't need to
16.
start death saves till my turn.
I rolled a 16.
Correct. 16, then you are no longer paralyzed. You shake
Nice.
up this paralysis attack that this thing has been attacking you with, and you are able to do something about it. He's like right in your face.
I only have one third level spell left, correct?
Correct.
All right, I have two choices: mass healing word,
Mm.
or let's see, one that puts still some risk, but beacon of hope.
Ooh.
Beacon of hope would give everyone advantage on wisdom and death saving throws. And also, any healing I did for the next minute afterwards would give you the maximum number of hit points possible.
Correct.
But
That is, in
there's
fact,
still the risk Ernie will not make his death save, even with advantage.
Yep.
You know what? I don't want to risk that. I don't think there's
Save
no
it.
way. There's absolutely no way that Tromlin's going to risk his grandfather dying. It's just not going to happen.
So mass healing word then?
Yes.
So that will give everybody
Up to 6 people.
1d4 plus
that I
4. Yeah.
1d4.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice, but that's like all of you.
Yeah. 2d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
So it's a 60-foot circle, but if you move a little bit closer to the bed, you will be in the range to catch everybody with that. You'll be close enough to Perny and Fetid, but also close enough to Ugna.
Okay. I guess
To hit
like
everybody
free
with
action to kind of like
Yeah,
disengage.
it's just movement. You can just go there. And you
Um,
weren't currently being attacked, so there's no opportunity attack for that. Okay, so in that case, Ugna, you're stabilized again. You're back up with. Can you roll a d4 for me there?
2d4.
I thought it was 1d4.
For me, it's 2d4.
Oh, it's because you've got the new. Yeah, that's the new version where they updated healing spells to
Oh,
make them
should I do
better.
1d4 instead?
Nope, do the 2d4.
Pico has taken my D8
my
and scuttled under the monitor.
Good. This
I
is
don't have a
important
D8
news.
now.
So it's 2d4 plus 7.
2d4 plus 4 because it's your
Okay.
spellcasting modifier, which is a plus 4.
Gotcha. 11
Nice.
So 11 hit points back.
for everyone.
That's everybody in the
Nice.
room.
Yay.
I'm assuming you're not choosing them, although also you can't do it for undead. So the 6 people you can choose is the 5 of you plus Lucretia.
I'm not
Yep.
technically undead, am I?
No,
Okay.
you're not technically undead. You seem to be undead to other undead.
Is Perny undead?
Ernie does
Oh.
get the hit points.
Okay.
He's not
I mean, that's
technically
information.
undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it doesn't. Yep.
His creature's type does not say undead.
That's true. Hey, little man, what are you doing?
This is quite the bird control of this
It
game.
is scrabbly o'clock. They are all over the place.
Not just Pico
No, Meg
the
is
others?
everywhere too.
giving you trouble.
Not the hobbits are wonderful. They have a nice little hole. They're just like preening each other and cozy comfy. Everyone else
Yeah,
is
because
losing
they realize
minds.
this is good times. Game time is when they can just sit and be near
Yeah,
you. It's
it's
all
the
good.
best.
But Pico wants to be involved.
And Meg wants to just run around and find nests. Because it's spring.
Yep. Okay. Next up after Tromlin is Fetid.
Okay, so everybody
one-
is back
Yeah.
up, or is Perny still out for the count?
Nope. Perny's eyes blink open, but he doesn't gasp or anything because he doesn't really breathe.
Yeah.
He just kind of opens his eyes. You're not 100% sure if that means he's alive or not. It's kind of hard to say with this guy. But his eyes are open.
Okay.
He does still look pretty rough. So does Lucretia, who's now near you.
Yeah, I think I am going to do some cure wounds on Perny because I
You know
know
him
he
better.
Yeah. I've been told not to touch random people.
For some reason.
Yes, for some reason.
Weird
So
mammals.
yeah, I forget how Cure Wounds works.
I got to look it up because it's new now.
Hmm.
Cure Wounds now. Yeah, they just added a die. It's now 2d8 at the base, plus your spell modifier. The only question is if you're going to burn a higher level slot. I think. What did you use? I don't know that you've used a lot. You've used Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, I've used Pass Without Trace. I think I used Web at some point on somebody as well. But I don't remember if that was this combat or the combat preceding.
Yeah, I don't think that was here. I think you've had
Okay.
a rest since the last time
Yeah.
you used
All
Web.
right. Yeah, in that case, Pass Without Trace is the only thing I think I've used.
And only the one that you used to get
Yeah.
everybody through the portal.
Yeah.
So you have a couple of slots at that level if you want to cast.
Yeah, I want to bump it up one level then.
Okay, and do so that'll be a 3d8 plus 4 healing
8 plus 4. All right.
Thank you
on
kindly.
Copernicus.
9, 10, 14 HP to Copernicus.
Thank you.
Hooray!
I'm making a VTube animation for having to fight with undead with a banana in my mouth.
As you do.
That's one does, yeah.
Ever since we mentioned the banana thing, I have had. I don't know how many of you guys follow Eurovision.
You should. It's very good.
I'm very amused this year by the espresso macchiato song, but the couple of years ago or whatever, it was the Norwegians with the "Give That Wolf a Banana." I have had that song in my head because of the banana.
Very popular at furry shows.
Is it?
Not surprised.
Wow.
What does the fox say?
Anyway.
Still also gets a lot of play.
Give that wolf a banana. Yes. So that's Fetid. Next up, Copernicus and Lucretia. Copernicus, you are significantly healed, and Lucretia is going to make a saving throw, and I'd like you to make the save for me. Are we going to actually finally have a wizard in this fight?
So
it's-
and this is actually Lucretia, so I can't use Copernicus's advantage on this.
Correct.
Okay.
This is actually Lucretia's roll. It's a DC 15.
Hey, we got it. That's a 16 on the die.
Ooh, nice.
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 Lucretia also goes, ugh, and is no longer paralyzed, which
The
means she
sunshines
can
are back.
act.
Amazing.
So first I will ask you what you are going to do.
And I'm double checking my memory from last session. I believe the only spell I got off that besides cantrips was a death ward on Lucretia.
That is correct.
Yeah, because
Okay,
she was really
so then
close to going down.
You
So I have one more
cast
spell slot.
you did a couple of you did a couple of cantrip attacks.
Yeah.
Chill touch.
Emily
But yeah,
has
the
put
only
us
thing
over
you used
with the perfect gift react, which is like us coming back from the dead.
No,
So we all get an inspiration.
Nice.
Yeah. How dare you guys make me undead? You bastards! You bastards!
You did it to yourself.
No, I
That's why
didn't.
it really
Someone
hurts.
faked dying before they actually died,
And then died for real twice.
and then
That's true.
Oh my god.
Okay, so then I've got spell slots to burn. I'm thinking
you've got one spell slot left, and then
Well,
you
and-
also have the rod if you wish
the
to
rod
use it.
for to lock and load
You
if I
can
need more.
always use your rod.
Could always use my rod. So I'm thinking I'll probably do a witch bolt. So far we've confirmed they have resistance to thunder damage.
They seem to have
Um,
resistance to thunder and probably lightning as well.
Yeah. Okay.
They seem to be doing cold damage with the paralyzing touch. So
Which
that
by
seems like
Pokemon
it
rules
might be a problem.
Yeah, by Pokemon rules they usually have
And you are familiar enough to undead to know that most undead are immune to poison.
Yeah.
And also many of them are resistant or immune to necrotic.
Yeah.
But it's hard to
Yep.
say.
So I don't really have access to fire damage. So I'm thinking
What type
lightning
of
is-
damage is the witch bolt is lightning, right?
lightning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's probably best.
You know that they are affected by it because you've seen them take damage from Morgan. It's
Yeah.
just they seem to be not taking as much damage as Morgan normally dishes out.
The other thing would be to try and summon a demon, but considering how often I've been going down and how many of these demons want revenge on me personally for reasons beyond my control, that's a high risk maneuver. Though that would be pretty effective. This fire.
You can also you
They're
can
gonna have
also
fire
summon
damage.
undead. Remember?
Yeah, the undead I can
and
summon are they're not so great.
they're
Let me
not
just
great,
look.
but a fighty undead that you summon would not have the same issue, right?
Yeah.
If you summon an undead and say fight for me, and then you go down, it's going to keep fighting for you. Let me have a look at what the fighty ones do. So it depends on the level you cast the spell.
Yeah. I'd be
Obviously.
testing it at a 4th.
Yeah. So as a 4th level spell, they'd have an AC of 15. They would have 40 hit points. And then where's their attacks?
It depends on if it's ghostly, putrid, or skeletal.
Yeah, well, the putrid is the main attacky one. Although the skeletal ones have a ranged attack. But the putrid ones have a 1d6 plus 7 damage slashing attack.
And have we
That
seen
can
how they
paralyze.
do they take physical damage fully, or have they been having that when Ugna's been wailing on them?
They seem to have been taking damage when Ugna is wailing on them. However, you do know Ugna has a magic weapon.
Right.
So the demon is definitely a more of a sure thing. The witch bolt, though, even if it does half damage, remember, is an ongoing, continuous attack. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know how the witch bolt works?
Yeah. Oh, the nice thing is I don't have to roll. Was I've rolled to hit, it's locked.
You roll
in.
to hit,
As long
and
as-
then you
as
just
long as I got
concentrate on
concentration.
it, and it's
Yeah.
force lightning. You become the emperor, and you just continuously force lightning your target. You want to go for that one?
Yeah, I think because I'm looking at putrid. A lot of it depends on it poisoning them, which isn't going to help.
Yep.
Yeah. So that or the tentacles. Let me quickly check on tentacles. Hold on, because if it's a magical spell doing physical damage, like average tentacles doing bludgeoning damage, I can't remember if that
Magical
counts as
spells,
magical
yeah.
damage.
Magical spells would do would continue to damage something that is immune to non-magical.
And with their positioning, there's no way to get both of them, but not one of my allies currently, correct?
Yes, currently there's one near you that is near enough that it would be an issue, and I believe it just tried to make an attack on. Oh, it just did an attack on Fetids. It's a little bit of ways from you. It's near Tromlin, though,
Right.
is the issue. Although not as near because Tromlin moved. You could probably get that one by itself. The two on the bed, though, are both like either side of Ugna.
I'm gonna cast it on. Can I get both of them on the bed if I include Ugna and safe spell Ugna?
Yes, you can.
Okay, great. I'm gonna safe spell Ugna with my Ring of Ancient Magic. I can protect 4 creatures from an area of effect, which basically gives them an autosave on it.
So the Black Tentacles spell fills
20-foot
a
square.
20-foot area, turns an area into difficult terrain, so half movement, but it also causes dexterity saves to avoid bludgeoning damage and being restrained.
Yeah.
Now, you know these things aren't too strong, but you're not sure what their dex is like. But
I'm gonna give this a try. I think a chance to hit 2 of them. I can keep my allies safe, and it's not gonna get halved. I'm hoping because it's not lightning damage, and it will still continue hitting and hopefully
yeah, it is
possibly even
bludgeoning
hold them in place.
damage, and it would be considered
Magical.
magical.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and drop Everard's Black Tentacles safe spell on Ugna.
Excellent.
I think that's 2
Okay.
charges I've used from my.
Wham! There's no rolls. It's within 90 feet, which you are. So the squirming ebony tentacles reach in through the otherworld rift, and they grapple everything in there. Is it half damage? No, it's just
No.
a save to avoid. So Ugna automatically makes your save. You are fine. You are being left alone by these tentacles thanks to the Ring of Ancient
Amazing.
Magic.
I wake up
I
in
will
the
roll
middle
saving
of
throws.
writhing tentacles, which is just a normal day at the Sunshine
Writhing
Manor.
black tentacles. What's your spell save DC?
It is 17.
Okay. They both make their saving throw, but the reason that they make their saving throw, I gave them advantage because you see the black tentacles deliberately avoid Ugna as you have chosen. But the black tentacles also are sort of hesitating as they go to grapple these creatures, and the creatures weave and move around and avoid the tentacles.
May I retcon distracting intrusioning one of them before I cast the spell?
I will say sure. I'm going to make the saving throw against distracting intrusions. What's the DC?
15.
And what is it? A wisdom?
Yes.
I may have made it. Wisdom, they have a +6. No, I rolled an 8, so that's 14.
Yeah, everyone wail on that one. It has disadvantage on all of its saves.
You
for
said
the next
15,
round.
right?
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled a 14, so he just failed it. Yep. So that disadvantage means he fails his saving throw. So he actually takes your 3d6 bludgeoning damage. Please roll it.
Yay. A whopping 7 bludgeoning damage.
Woo! But he is also grappled by the tentacles. But again, you still noticed the tentacles were kind of hesitant.
Yeah.
To grab them, which is something you have never seen before. Like there is
right, players.
These tentacles have never appeared to have an intelligence.
Yeah. That is concerning. And you had mentioned that the splooty creatures that we were dealing with in the earlier fight reminded me a lot of the tentacles.
Yeah, they seem to be made of the same stuff. Makes you wonder where that stuff comes from.
I try not to wonder too much.
Nowhere good.
Anyway, back to Diane.
No, back to Lucretia. All right. Wizard fucking spell list. Let's go.
Wizards, they're real squishy, but boy, do they have some fun
Now,
toys.
she just got up unexpectedly, so I'm going to assume that she only has the spells prepared that she would have had prepared yesterday, of which she used very little because you guys spent the day communicating with folks at a distance. She definitely spent several of them casting sendings because that was part of your plan. So I'm just trying to decide. I'm going to assume that she probably has her Wall of Force prepared again because that was so effective against the thing the other day. She's probably been keeping it handy. And that's not going to be super appropriate here, so we won't use that one. She also has an Everard's Black Tentacles, but you just did that. I don't think she's going to pull, especially seeing what you're seeing about this. I don't think she's going to pull that. Uh, 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 uh,
Y'all, this drawing looks disgusting. I hope you're happy you're doing this to my character.
Oh, you're drawing the
I'm animating Undead Morgan.
yes.
Amazing.
Excellent. Oh, wait a second. I hate that this spell list defaults back to the cantrips whenever you change pages. Because I was like, I don't remember that being a level 4 spell. Oh, right. It ain't. Oh, she probably has that, but that's cold damage. That's not worth it. All right. It might be time to do one of these straight up damage situations. She can't use an area effect there because of Ugna. But she could certainly cast. She could just pull a firebolt, but that's only 3d10. If you're going to do some damage, you want to do some damage when you're wizarding it up. All right. She is going to cast. She is going to cast a spell on Fetid's. Well, Fetid's busy healing people, though. She hasn't seen you attack. I was going to have her cast a spell on your arrows
Mhm.
to increase your damage. But you seem to be busy healing people, which is kind of an important thing to be doing right now.
Yes, we are
So
running
I
a
think
little
she's going to
low.
leave you to it and do that. She's going to go straight up. You know what? If these things like doing psychic damage, she is going to use a psychic lance on the one nearby. She looks directly at the thing that they've been staring at you guys with their horrible fear face of nothingness, and she just stares right back at it and screams, and a bolt of visible psychic energy lances from her forehead into the face mask. She screams, "I am no man!" No, she doesn't. And yeah, so it's an intelligence saving throw from this thing, which is interesting. And that will not be sufficient to overcome her spell save DC. So what do they take for damage? They take. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Okay, they take 7d6 psychic damage and are incapacitated until the start of the next turn.
Holy crap.
Yikes.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Big spell.
I would like Copernicus to roll for me. Please roll me your 7d6 psychic damage.
Okay. 1 second.
And this thing is not going to be able to do anything for a turn. It's going to lose its next turn.
Good.
All right. 27 points of damage.
27
Nice.
points of damage.
Oof.
And it its body stiffens in shock, and it stands unmoving in the aftermath of this blast of psychic energy. And of course, she did the hand waving spellcasts. Lots of her hair is now floating in the. She is, because she's just got up. This weird spectral wind that seems to always be around her is just going chaos. So her hair is everywhere, floating cinematically.
Sick.
All right. I wonder if any of her cantrips are bonus
action?
actionable.
Yeah.
No, it appears not. She does have. She's not going to use Expeditious Retreat either, because she's not like in that kind of a situation. Yeah, I think. And then she does have. Uh, 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 she does have that. Come on, brain. I forget the name of the spell. Misty Step. But that also is not probably relevant here, so she's not going to use that. Okay. So she's done. She'll save her bonus action and her reactions for stuff. Copernicus, you already went. So next up, downstairs, Sextus, not interesting right now. Ugna is up
Why,
next.
hello. So these guys around me, are they restrained or grappled?
One of them is grappled by the tentacles that are ignoring you. The other one is kind of being ignored by the tentacles too. They're sort of like every once in a while, one of the tentacles will kind of like tentatively grab
Yep.
at it, but
They're half-hearted at
the
best.
specter is dexterous enough to just kind of evade
Yep.
easily, and is still basically looking to fight you, like
All
still
right.
threatening you with those paralyzing claws.
Yeah. This is the guy that Perny hit pretty good, right?
I
No,
mean,
which one has distracting intrusion on it? I think
Yeah.
is what we're.
the one that's grappled, because that's the one
Okay.
that failed, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's restrained.
I would love to get that guy because I've got the big advantage. Is it just for this turn?
Yeah, just until end of my or beginning of my next turn, I believe.
He has to, yeah, but they have to keep saving, so
That's true.
could be longer, might not be.
Oh no. The distracting intrusion only lasts until my
Yes,
next.
It's
yes.
this turn. I should
Yeah.
hit that guy even though he's restrained.
I
I
think
don't know that
Uh,
hitting him matters, right? Because the effect of the distracting intrusions is that he has disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage on saves. Yeah, that's
Saves
true.
and
So,
attacks, but
attack,
like that has nothing to do with his resistance
That's
to
true.
Getting
Ugna's
smacked.
hammer.
Yeah.
Unless Ugna's going to attack in some way that causes a saving throw.
I wish I could. That'd be really cool. But I'm just gonna hit him with a hammer. And in fact, I will hit
Yep.
the other guy then. The one who's
Take-
in front of me about to raise his claws and claw the hell out of
Yeah,
me.
Oh.
the one that can actually attack you.
And you, I'm not sure how
Without
long
problem.
the safe spell lasts, but you may want to step out of the tentacles
Yeah.
as well.
I was gonna,
It-
yeah.
It's as long as the spell lasts.
Awesome. Never mind then. You're
I
good.
just don't want to, if they're loose, I don't want to do an opportunity attack because I don't have that many
Yeah.
hit points. So
Yep.
I will just hit this guy,
Just clobber with hammer.
and I'm just
Have
at
you
straight
used up your
rolls.
charges? I
I
do believe you
have.
have.
I am out of everything. I have no
So
superiority
you're just
points.
using
I have
normal
no thunder
fight.
charges. This is just
Yep.
fight.
I like the idea that like the lightning glyph carved into the side of your hammer is flashing like when your phone is like plug me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Need charges for
Yep.
crazy thunder attack.
So I rolled a 16 plus 8.
That will hit.
That's what I figured. If it didn't, I would be very concerned.
I mean, the 16 would hit, frankly.
Yeah.
I think.
And I'm only using this one-handed, so I need the D8 Pico took off with. Hang on. Under my monitor somewhere. There it is.
Lovely.
That's just a D8. I don't have any superiority points to put on it. I rolled a 7 on a D8, though, so that's nice. So, 7 plus 8 will be 15 damage.
15 damage. Excellent. This is a magical weapon, so it takes 15 damage. And you have a second attack.
I'm taking it.
You also have
How you looking?
you also have a bonus action. You're currently using a shield.
Yeah.
You could do a grapple if you wanted to, but I'm assuming you do not want to.
I do not want to.
You want to hit him. But I would say that you do have the option of doing the kick as a second attack, a second weapon attack.
Sounds good.
Oh, never mind. It's not magical. It wouldn't do anything.
No, yeah.
So
It would just,
there's nothing to use your bonus action
it'll
on
just
that
feel
matters.
great. I just try and kick
Yep.
him.
You're getting screw you. Well,
Nope.
roll your attack with the hammer first, because that matters.
Yeah.
You're like, I need a magic.
15.
I need a magic
which I
kick and
believe will hit.
spike.
Oh, that's an 8 on a d8. So 16 on the second attack.
Nice.
Yeah,
I mean, you more than tripled his damage.
nice.
So yeah, you smash him a couple times with the hammer,
Yeah.
and he kind of
Dugna,
hisses at
having
you.
gone down once already, is in like full orcish rage. Like there's just her
Focus.
eyes
You got him
are
twice
yeah.
because you already had the go down with 1 hit point.
Yeah, there's like hardly any pupil. It's just yellow glowing eyes and rage.
Okay, and downstairs, meanwhile, people are going to continue taking on the one that's the ones that are still or hidden or entangled. That's the word I'm
Dugna
looking for.
does do a bonus attack kick on this guy. Just tries to kick him in the nards, and it's
Just
a
because you
shadow,
feel like it.
and also it's not a magical weapon, so
Doesn't do
nothing
anything.
happens.
Back to the top. Morgan, please roll the next wild magic effect. Let's see what happens. What could happen? What could go wrong?
What have we got here? We have a 84.
Do, 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 do.
And then we have, oh wow, that's a number 8.
A 0-8.
Yeah. That's the second time.
Mm. Those are both very bad for you.
Oh,
No.
I mean, actually, neither of them is in any way bad for you, but they're all very bad for all your friends.
Oh. What if they weren't?
Great.
Because what if they weren't?
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine
what if
they weren't
no?
though.
Yeah.
What if
I
good?
think we're past that point.
For no good reason, I'm just going to look up the area of a fireball. Just give me a second.
Right.
All right.
Oh no.
No reason.
Damn
Oh
it.
No one worry.
That's not good.
I don't like the sound of
20-foot
that.
radius, eh?
We have so many hit points right now. We definitely can all take a
I'm
fireball
just
to the
trying to
face.
remember exactly where Morgan is.
Can I appeal to you with my undead art? I gotta go in.
Oh,
I
good.
briefly thought you said arse.
I mean,
I appeal with
that
my
too.
undead arse.
I mean, I got that thing on me, as always.
I love that you're angrily chewing a banana.
So mad.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people in my life know about me is I fucking hate bananas, dude. I loathe them. I can eat a banana at a certain stage. Definitely not slimy and disgusting and overripe, but that's where we are. That's where we are right now.
I'm going to randomize this. These are both bad. They both do one good thing for you, and a bad thing that's worse. I'm going to randomize which one it is.
I'm okay
Actually,
with that.
I'm not. I'm going to start a poll.
Oh, even better.
Oh
Great.
no.
Jack.
Oh no, I'm getting out of the chat. I'm out.
I
I'm
will
out.
ask.
No. You know who also hates bananas? Is this guy. I have tried to feed him
Ooh.
bananas several times because they're supposed to love them, and he hates the slimy texture.
Mhm. Ollie is always super interested when I'm eating a banana, but whenever I've tried to offer him a piece, he's like,
He's
"What
like,
the fuck is this garbage?"
Oh no.
He just wants to sniff it while I'm eating it, in case it might be something good.
I mean, it does smell really good. It smells very complex.
Hmm.
Micah doesn't want Cinnamon to be more garbage mouth than she is. But I like to let her smell my food all the time.
Okay, I'm going to keep this
so
poll
she can have
short,
a little
audience. It's only
experience.
going to go on for 5 minutes. There are two choices. The poll has begun. It is time for the audience to decide which of these two random wild magic effects
So
is going to
the
happen.
wild magic starts glimmering around Morgan, but nothing happens for a bit.
Yep. Well, no, nothing
Perfect.
happens for as long as this poll, but it won't
Yeah.
take that long.
Pico.
In the meantime, while this wild magic effect is cooking, what do you want to do with your turn? Randy has gifted us an undead arse.
Oh, big stretch.
So what is Morgan planning to do with her turn? So just to set the stage and remind everybody where everyone is, right? Lucretia and Copernicus are near the back of the room with Fetid very close by, readying his bow. He just cast a healing spell on Copernicus. Morgan is over there as well, having teleported Lucretia to safety there. So the group of you are all clustered together right near one of the faceless ones that was trying to attack you, but you've all been throwing spells at it. Across the room, Ugna is on the bed in a mass of black tentacles that are also attacking two of the other faceless ones, one of whom is entangled. Everybody else in the house is downstairs dealing with the other one.
Mhm.
So you
I'm
got one
considering-
nearby foe, Morgan,
Yeah.
and you've got two other foes across the room near Ugna.
Can I twin spell Vortex Warp?
Let me double check. I think you might be able to.
You magically twist space around another creature, and I think
But is it one target only?
one action, it says one creature, another creature.
I guessing no then. The idea of
Why is there a worm
no.
coming out of my ass?
Yeah, it's
because it's an
gross.
undead ass.
Oh my god.
Hey, you said undead artists, not me.
So
Also,
there's
I've been very distracted
two
because
issues here.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Just I did not think this banana looked as phallic as it did until it was on this infinite loop of a GIF.
Yeah, now it looks
It
pretty.
looked like I was like
I'm imagining the sound
focused,
effects, and it's pretty. Yeah.
I was imagining the mashing of the teeth a lot more as I was doing it. I was like, oh, the banana moving has to happen. I'll just do that later, and it was the last thing I did. And now I have a little bit of regret, but it's there. Whatever.
I am hearing very different sound effects.
So
Oh, that
Vortex
lace
Warp,
is
yes or
starting
no?
to tighten a bit here. Well, keep
So
those
Vortex
votes
Warp,
coming. We still have a few minutes, folks.
could I Vortex Warp the two of
So-
them out of the room?
Yeah, here's the issue. There are
Mhm.
two decisions I have to make. Now by the
Mhm.
way it was originally written, yes.
Mhm.
The updated game, the way that Twin Spell works now is that it
Mhm.
casts you cast it once.
Yeah.
And it becomes two spells in the same, instead of two spells in the same turn, it becomes a spell that then kind of happens again.
Okay.
So you where is it here? Yeah, so you cast a spell that you also cast in the previous turn. It's very different. So basically, you get
okay.
this, you get the double effect, but it happens on two separate turns instead of all at once. I'm not sure I like that, and I haven't fully committed to using the new rules for everything. I've also been kind of cheating because I've been letting you use Twin Spell to extend spells that let you like get one additional creature to more than one additional creature.
Yeah.
The original rules are that it has to be something that targets only one creature and can't be extended to others. But I find it's more useful in spells that you're trying to like cast on a whole group, but you can only get like half the group.
Yeah.
Right. What they're trying to do is prevent people from going, twin fireball. I cast an area effect that does all this damage to everyone, and then another one that does that damage again to everyone, and double the damage. That's why it's limited. You can't use it on something that can hit more than one target.
Yeah.
Right. Is the idea.
my thought thinking about twin spell was like it is not for like lightning bolt or fireball
Woo!
where it's an area of effect or anything. It's like I can cast this spell on this one person, and then because I've spent the sorcery
Okay.
points,
The
it's
poll is
on two
over.
people.
So I'm going to answer your question and
Mm.
say I would let you twin spell Vortex Warp, but
Mhm.
everyone involved gets a save because
Yeah.
Vortex Warp is meant to be used on an unwilling target, right?
Mhm.
So you could use Vortex Warp. Where is it here? Oh, there is no. Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yes, you can do it, but the targets are going to get their Constitution saves. But before you do that, the wild magic sparkling around you erupts in a massive ball of fire.
Mhm, mhm,
That's a
mhm,
given.
Cool.
mhm.
So I would like you to roll some dice. Or actually, maybe I should roll it. I don't know if I want to force you to roll your own
Demise.
bad situation.
I would prefer to. It's who I am. It's my magic. I'll do it.
Okay.
I got
so
my
what I would
dice
like you to
aside.
do is I would like you to roll 8d6.
Oh, it's a lot of D6 lane. Are you sure it's that many?
And I would like Copernicus and Tromlin and Fetid to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh,
Guess who
great.
still has advantage from silvery barbs?
You haven't used it yet.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8.
that's
All
not
right.
good at all.
I will roll for Lucretia and the
Oh, hey,
faceless one.
I just checked something on my sheet. Lane, when I
Yeah.
went down, was my armor still active?
Oh
It says
yeah.
it's active for 1 minute, and I would have got max healing instead of just the hit points rolled.
Hang on a second. I'm just. So yes, and that just gives you one more hit point
Oh, okay.
because Randy almost rolled max.
Oh, that's right. Still, I'll
He
take
rolled
anything I can
11 out of a possible 12. So
Yep.
just, but I mean, yeah, take it. Take another hit point.
It might make a difference.
So you said dexterity and not whatever's good for me, right? For the saving
Correct.
throw?
All right.
Plus 0,
I
baby.
just want you all to know I love you very much. Okay. I love playing with you.
Yep,
get. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure.
The DC is 17.
Oh, fuck me.
Jesus.
I have plus 0 to this, but I get
Yeah.
to roll twice.
I can re-roll some dice with an ability. Correct?
Well, you don't have to make a saving throw here.
No, I can re-roll. No, I don't think it's only attack dice, not damage
Just a
dice.
second.
Oh no, Perny!
We failed.
Perny!
Do I have any inspiration left?
I'm guessing we can go
You
in
do.
chat because the
I
effects
would
of
I
like
will
to use
remind
it
you that you
because I
all have
rolled a
inspiration right
natural
now.
One.
It's true.
Mm.
I rolled a natural 1, so may I use
Oh.
inspiration?
You may.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I don't
there's-
want.
Yeah. No, that's a good call.
What's Fetid got on
Um,
that save?
I rolled a 2, so not very much.
Ooh. Do you also want to spend an inspiration?
I feel like I probably should,
Yeah,
yeah.
you probably have a better
You're-
chance
you-
than Perny.
It's a good, yeah, because you have like a +8 dex save.
You're very
Yeah.
dexy.
You only need to roll a 9 or better to make this.
Yeah,
So
I just got a
reroll's a
13
decent
on the
check.
dice, so I think I'm
So you
safe
made it.
now.
Oof.
Safer, anyway.
Tromlin, what do you got?
I got a 21 this time.
Nice.
Could I careful spell?
No,
Okay.
you did not choose to do this.
Yeah. I just wanted
So
to
I
make
would like
sure.
to hear the D6 total. Or just give me
Um,
the numbers and I'll add it up for you.
we'll start off with the worst.
Okay,
A 6, a 4,
10,
2 3s, a
16,
2, and 3
and 18.
1s.
19, 20, 21.
Still up. I'm still up.
Oh my god.
And
Okay,
yeah,
hang on.
I'm not
There's a
gonna-
bonus to that. Let me
Oh,
just. So 25 total.
Wait, what? I thought it was 21.
25 total
Was
damage.
the +4?
Oh, never mind. I'm down.
No.
So those who made the saving throw will take half that, which becomes 13. So 13
Okay.
fire damage to each of Tromlin and Fetid.
Ow.
25 to Copernicus drops him again.
Okay, I just want to ask, does Fetid
Lucretia.
look like Fetid has taken much damage? How
I
damaged is
am-
Fetid?
I'm bloodied, but I'm not far off. I'm not too worried about me right now.
Silvery
Lucretia-
barbs Fetid.
Well, I just want to point out that Lucretia is also.
Oh
um,
shit.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Also,
I was thinking of making
Silvery
someone
Barbs doesn't
reroll.
help here.
Yeah, it's
Silvery
already
Barbs
No.
takes away a successful
Oh.
saving
That's
throw.
right. So
It's
no
meant
one
to be used
succeeded? Everyone failed?
Well, yeah,
But you'd have to
so-
sabotage a teammate in order to give someone
I
else
was-
advantage on their check.
Yeah, I was thinking of making someone fail
Uh,
so that I could give someone, they would re-roll and have to take that re-roll, and then the bonus would be given to
Gotcha.
somebody.
I don't know if
person who would've
it's
done.
worth it in the math in this particular case because no
No.
one's that
No
well
one's doing
off.
great.
Well, I was just
Um,
thinking Perny would then. at least
Lucretia
have a
is
bonus.
very much bloodied,
Yeah.
but rolled a nat 20 on the saving throw,
Damn.
Back
so
to
only
my
takes
girl.
13, but that puts her pretty damn close.
Yeah.
She's still up, but does not look good.
And there's not an enemy that took any of that?
Yes, there's the one
Right.
enemy who's
Okay.
near you guys.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And he failed his saving throw because he has a +3 and I rolled a 12. That's 15. That's not good enough. So he takes the full 25 damage.
And it seems they don't like fire, eh? Well, they're not vulnerable to it, but they don't have resistance. It looks like.
And that's the one who's paralyzed for a turn because of the psychic attack that he took from Lucretia. And I can reveal that the two options were a fireball centered on yourself,
Oh no.
Mhm.
which would hit everyone within 30 feet with fire, which is only the group of you at that end of the room. 20 feet. The other option would have been, and that option at least damages the enemy. The
Yeah.
other option would have been a necrotic wave of vampirism that sucks a d10 damage from everybody within 30 feet of
Oh
you.
no.
But it
And then
wouldn't hurt
you
them.
get the hit
Seems
points.
like it would have been worse.
Yeah.
I would have done less damage to most of you guys, but it would have done no damage to the immune to necrotic enemy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's why I was torn, because I was like, one of these is
Yeah.
better for you because you get hit points back,
Yeah. I think
but it doesn't hurt the enemy. The other one is good for you because it hurts the enemy, but it does
But
more
it's
damage.
bad.
So I
I'm actually at
let the audience
full, 'cause we
choose,
got
and
10,
they like
right?
fire. We have learned that our audience likes fire.
Yeah.
That tracks.
I think I'm actually at full technically because I took 8 psychic. That was my first damage, and then we got 10 HP back from
Yeah,
a mass.
you got a bunch of
healing.
HP back.
11.
11.
I'm already at full.
Yeah, you're
I'm-
back to full.
yeah.
You've only taken psychic damage from seeing their faces.
Okay.
Actually, though, hang on a second. Thanks for reminding me,
That's terrifying to hear.
because See Invisible lasts for more than a round, so you
Oh,
might be
no.
saving against more psychic damage.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it lasts for an hour. So yeah, you can make another saving throw to see how much more psychic damage you take. Another wisdom save, please.
Can you close your eyes and
11
blind fight?
plus my bonus.
I think that's insufficient. What was? Hang on. No, maybe you're good. Yeah, it's DC 15. So you're going to take half damage. Because your bonus
It
is
was-
definitely your bonus for wisdom must be more than like 4.
Wisdom is +3.
Oh yeah, it's not. All right, because you're a sorcerer. I keep forgetting.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be sufficient. You're going to take the full 2d10.
All right.
The 2d10, the psychic damage is 9.
Okay. So I'm -9.
Slightly below average roll.
If I can spell psychic, that'd be cool.
Now, what was that about a vortex warp?
Yeah, I was thinking of vortex warping 2 of them out the window and like giving them a 45-degree angle as high up as I could see so they'd fall farther. Because I believe
Mhm.
Vortex Warp is also got a pretty good range of 90.
Yep. I
Um,
will point out that they
Mhm.
don't seem to be touching the ground.
mm,
Yeah.
that's true. Hmm.
They are sort of floating along kind of vaguely, like their robes hang to the ground and there might be some feet under there, but their movement is very they're either floating or they're the Ukrainian dance women doing the
I
thing
think
where their feet move so little it actually doesn't look like they're moving at all.
I'm gonna wither and bloom them. I
That
know it
sounds
doesn't
like a thing you could do.
much damage to them, but like with Perny
Is it-
down,
Is it necrotic?
it is.
But it also helps someone.
Yeah.
It's 2d6 necrotic damage, but also you can give a hit die bonus roll to a chosen friend.
Yeah. So
Well, the
that'll
good news
be
is that they are only resistant to necrotic damage. So you can do this on a 10-foot radius sphere. You could move a little closer to the bed and hit both of the ones on the bed.
Mhm.
Although, hang on, I don't think you could keep from hitting Morgan or Ugna if you did that. No, creature of your choice, so you can avoid Ugna.
All right.
So you could get the two of them, or you could get the one that's closer to you if you want to stay put.
I'm gonna get the two of them, and I'm going to give those HP to Perny, and I'm going to upcast it. So that'll be the second of my second level spells, and then I'll go.
Oh wow, that's terrible. They both failed.
Nice.
Ah, suck it.
My best roll was a 9, which becomes a 16 because they have a huge bonus, but your DC is 17.
I'm trying to see what I can afford to upcast it to, and how much extra HP that ends up being.
You are definitely running low on spells.
I think I'm going to object, or what kind of action is it to? I guess I can just take a bunch of my sorcery points, and then if I have the actions left over, drink from my cup.
Yep. Because you're currently down. I think you've got one third level slot left. You're out of fourth level slots.
Yeah. I'll go up to third,
You've
and I
got most
will.
of your third levels still.
I haven't used many sorcery points, so can I
No.
utilize them
Yeah.
to go up to a fourth level for hit points?
Take your. You want to up your third level to a fourth level?
Well, it's a yeah. No, the Wither and Bloom is at second level. Can I up it to
Oh,
fourth?
yes, but the slot.
Yeah.
It's the slot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You just choose which slot you want. You have a third level slot. It's cheaper to up that to a 4,
Yeah, I'll do that.
or you could keep it and use a 2 and make that a 4, whichever.
I will. I'll use my third level, and I will use my sorcery points. Use third level plus sorcery.
So you can straight up just cast this entirely on sorcery points if you want, and it'll cost you 6, and then it doesn't affect any of your spell slots.
Why don't I do that? I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So you spend 6 of your sorcery points. You've already spent a couple. I don't remember how many because I know you've done.
It would have been to Dimension Doris.
You did the dimension door, but so you twinned that, but then you also did a careful spell. Yeah, which is just 1. So like yeah. The twin spell though was 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you've spent 5 already.
So minus.
So you're going to need to use your cup to do this. So spend your bonus action to sip from the cup.
Yeah.
Regain your 5 sorcery points in exchange for a hit die, and then spend 6 of the 10 to blast out this Wither and Bloom at 4th level. So that's going to mean the damage becomes 4d6 necrotic. Okay. So please roll because they failed their saving throw.
That's pretty average. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. And then what is the healing for that?
The healing for Copernicus is one of his hit die. So you get to spend a hit die, Copernicus,
Okay.
and roll it. It's a
Can I
D8,
get plus con,
and
I
then
assume?
you then add the wisdom bonus of or the spellcasting bonus of Morgan, which is a +5,
Hit
I
dice
think. Yes,
regain a
+5.
number of hit points equal to the roll plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yes, that's what I said. So roll a D8 +5 and get that
That's
many
a-
hit points back, Copernicus.
That's a 1 on the die. But
Well,
6
6
is
hit
more
points.
than nothing.
Is better than 0. It's an infinite number of times better than 0.
Yep. Alrighty. Thank you.
Okay, Morgan is done. Next up, bad guys. The bad guy who you just or the bad guy that you blasted earlier. Oh, sorry, what's the damage? I need to know the damage you just did. 4d6.
11.
Okay. Okay, so one of them can do nothing because of the psychic attack that he got hit with by Lucretia last round. One of them can only attempt to break free of the black tentacles. He has advantage because of the same reason last time. He successfully breaks free because they can use strength or dex. He'll use dex, which is 3 higher than his 0 strength. So he gets free, but that was his action, I believe. From black tentacles, creature restrained can use its action to make this the roll. Oh, but also when they start their turn in that area, he takes another 3d6 bludgeoning damage. So please roll that damage, Copernicus.
3d6.
And since the other one is staying in this area, he has to roll to avoid being grabbed and take damage. He does so he doesn't take any damage.
That is 10 damage to the one who failed.
Yeah, the one he didn't fail. He just was already already grappled, so he takes.
I went under. I lost concentration.
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the tentacles are gone.
Yeah. So no damage.
So he actually gets to do something. So both of them get to do something, and
Yeah.
Ugna's right there.
I got 12 hit points. Come at me.
Double digits.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to attempt to hit you with his paralyzing strike and fail because your armor class
still at a
is
20.
not. You don't have the +6.
Nope, but I'm still at a 20. Because it's 18
Because
for
of
my
the shield.
normal armor and then
18
plus 2
plus
for the
shield.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need a
But
dirty 20 to hit me.
it doesn't matter. He rolled a 4, so even with his
That's not
+7, there was
happening.
no chance that was going to hit you. The other one is also using a paralyzing attack, and he rolled a 2,
Wow.
so he also misses you. They're just hitting your shield.
Oof.
You're basically like getting back and forth between them with this frickin'
End table.
thing.
Bedside table.
Remind me, when do you get the bonus hit points from your armor? Or did we not give you that? I don't think I gave you
We
that.
did not. It is advantageous wisdom saves when activated, maximum
Right.
hit points from healing, and
Yeah.
I can only use it once per long rest. So
Yeah. I knew it was 2 things. I just forgot what the other thing was. But one of them is going to stare at you with its horrible empty face, and you're
boy.
going to make a saving throw against psychic damage.
Is it
Wisdom save, which remember
I have
you just
advantage.
reminded us you have bonus on, or
I did not take advantage last
on.
time, so I will take it this time. Like I'm supposed to.
Is that an attack or an ambient?
I'm so glad I have this armor because I rolled a 3 and a 16. So that is 3 or 16.
So it's 15, so you made it.
Nice.
So you take half
I thought it was
damage
17 and I was worried.
of the psychic attack.
How many damage?
I only rolled 7 damage on 2d10, so that
boy.
becomes 4.
Okay, cool.
The other one is going to nope, it's probably going to attack you too, because if it steps away from you to get the range to hit some, actually no, it's 90 feet. It can hit someone else, because otherwise you get an opportunity attack, and it doesn't want to do that. Yeah, it's 90 feet. It's going to glare at Lucretia. Please roll me a saving throw for Lucretia, Copernicus,
Okay.
so that I know how much damage, psychic damage, she's going to take.
Ooh, 17 on the die.
Then she only
Nice.
takes half damage, which is 5, which keeps her up,
Yeah.
barely.
We
She
are
was already
just
in single-digit hit
holding
points.
on.
Let me put it that way.
Yikes.
And she just took 5 more.
A maximum
And
of 4 hit
the other
points
one can't
left.
go. So that's all of them. Tromlin, you're up.
Well, I got 2 choices. Well, 3 technically. I could turn undead or radiant bolt. Oh,
I'm willing to call for a religion check
watch, I'll
before you
botch this.
decide.
Oh, probably
Let's see
not
what
gonna do much. I got a total of 4.
you have a +1. So nope. Never mind then. So there's 3
You know
of them
what?
in different parts of the room. So if you turn undead, actually wait, is it everything that can see you?
Getting 30
I think
feet.
they changed
isn't
it from the directional of previous. Channel divinity, turn undead.
You can see or hear me within 30 feet.
Yeah. Within 30 feet though. So yeah, you can only get the one that's near you, or you could move closer to the bed and get very close and hit the 2 of them near Ugna.
Okay, radiant,
Those would be your
radiant beam.
options. Radiant beam at who? The one near you, or the one of the ones near Ugna?
Ugna.
Okay, yeah, Ugna's
Hold on.
get like sitting there with like a bedside table, like just getting wailed on by these things as they shriek.
But I'm like turtling under
Again,
the
that
table.
makes more sense. My character, like, oh, I don't like this. Wait, is Perning actually dead, or is he about to do death saving throws?
He's up.
I'm up.
He just got healed again.
I'm at 6 HP again. I got a clean slate of
God damn
saving
it.
throws.
God damn it. 1 second, hold on. Just trying
Yeah,
to
there was like a
guiding
moment
bolt.
there where there was a crazy ball of fire that came out of Morgan, and then Morgan was like, "Sorry."
Yeah,
And
I
Copernicus
remember.
went down, but then Morgan cast a spell and he got back up again.
All right, I'm casting guiding bolt at one of the ones on Ugna at 2nd level.
Okay,
So
make an attack roll.
AC 22.
That'll definitely do it. They have a 16.
All right,
So
5d6. 5d6. Please get hurt. Please get hurt and hit. 12, 15, 16, 17 points of damage.
it takes 17 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah, they are not resistant to radiant. It hisses a bit as
I
it
then
gets
flip it
sizzles.
off.
That's not even a bonus action. Easy. Okay. Fetid, you are up.
All right.
You have already activated your magical bow for the scene, so it's still running.
Yeah.
Although that is poison damage, so it's not really relevant. But
Yeah, I think I am going to do some arrows at whoever the lowest HP faceless one
really
I can see
tell.
is.
They're all in
Yeah.
the same ballpark.
Okay.
But there is one that's closer to you and 2 that are over wailing on Ugna.
I'm actually going to take a shot at one of the ones wailing on Ugna. Maybe we can take one down faster and she'll be less punched.
Yep, go for it.
13 plus 8 is 21.
That will very hit. So this attack, you can add the extra d6 from your swarm.
So that makes it 3d6 plus 6.
And you hadn't used your bonus action yet, so you can definitely hit that one with your Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, that is what I was operating under the assumption of. So it's 3d6 plus 6.
Correct.
6, 8, 9, 6, 15 damage.
Nice.
And arrow number 2.
Same target?
Yep. That is
This
an
one
even
does-
20.
This
A
one does
dirty-
2d6 plus 6.
All right. And another 12 damage.
They are not looking happy. Still up, but not happy.
Good.
And in fact, yeah, I was going to say bloodied, but I don't even know how you would tell.
Yeah. No
It's
blood.
taken plenty of damage. It has arrows in it now. Copernicus, you get to do something before you go down again.
Yeah. So necrotic will get reduced. But that's kind of, I mean, it's still going to do more damage than if I try to do like a mind spike or whatever. So I think I might do that, or I could try and recharge the spell slot. From what we've seen of their saves,
Sorry, you are out, are you not? Did you not cast your last spell last time?
yeah, but I can spend the turn recharging spell slots. The other thing I'm trying
Yeah.
to decide is if I can do something helpful by like trying to stun one of them with an agonizing blood magic
Yep.
thing, because I
Yep,
have
yep,
enough
yep.
HP to do that. And the next hit will take me down, whether it's. I don't think I've taken less than
That's
6
pretty
damage.
pretty reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not taken less than 8 damage at any point. So
If Lucretia hasn't taken that potion, you could take that.
oh,
From
that's
her.
true. I might even have a potion on me.
Oh yeah.
Because I refilled, I don't have it written down, but I know that I refilled when she made the big old
Yeah.
potion.
Yeah, everyone had a potion on them. So you would have one.
Can I drink the potion as an object interaction? Or is it a full action to do that?
If you're spending your action recharging your with the rod
Yeah.
of the Pact Keeper, I would say that you can take a potion while you do that.
Yeah, then I think I'll HP up, MP up.
Okay, that is 2d8 plus 2, I believe, is the default.
Hey, a good roll. A bad roll. Okay, 9 more HP.
I think I.
Oh,
forgot
sorry,
to-
it's wait, hang on. It says 2d4 plus 2, but I think that's the old mechanic. No, that is the new potion rules. Hang on. Whatever. I'm going to say that's what it is. Just
Okay.
maybe not what it's supposed to be, but that's what I'm saying it is.
I could feasibly still have rolled the same number on 2d4.
Yeah, so we'll leave it.
So yeah, so I'll take it. So I'm now at 15.
Nice.
And I got
And
spell
you have
slots
regained your spell slot.
Yep.
Lucretia's going to say, hey, ain't broke, don't fix it, and do the same spell again.
It was
Because
very
it
effective
worked.
the first time.
Yeah, it worked pretty well. It's like there aren't any good area effect spells that she would be willing to throw around, knowing that
Us
there's a
in the
good
middle of
chance
it.
of hitting the rest of y'all. So we're going to go back to the... Where is it? Where's the Psychic Lance? It's 4th
You're
level,
so
right?
weird. You're such a weird.
Yes, it is. Psychic Lance.
So weird.
Yeah, she's going to do it again. Saving throw, intelligence save, which unfortunately they're really good at, but that ain't going to cut it. 9 plus 7 is a 16. She has a better DC than that. So once again, Copernicus, can you please roll some damage? 7d6. Psychic damage.
Ooh, she's rolling hot. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 35 points of damage on
Nice.
70.
Woohoo!
That
Very
is a hell of a
nice.
roll. Yeah, there were like
Hell yeah.
4
It
sixes.
is staggered. It staggers back, and because it's failed its save, it is once again incapacitated for a turn.
Nice.
She takes another step towards it and shrieks again when waving her arms in witchy magic.
Lane, just because there was so much going on, I don't think I resolved my movement. I had to go within a certain range to get them with the attack, but I was wondering if I had enough movement to
Yes.
go towards the window.
No, because that would be a different direction.
Okay.
You had to get within 30 feet of the two of them, so you're right by the bed.
Okay. I just wanted to be away from people as much as I could at the end of my
Unfortunately, in
movement.
order to do the Wither and Bloom within 30 feet, you had to get closer than you would like.
Yeah.
You just want to be away in case you explode again.
Ugna.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I can't get out of here without taking opportunity attacks, and I will be down if I take an opportunity attack. So I am.
Well, you
just-
can. You would just
Yeah.
have to spend your action disengaging.
That's true. How? I guess it's tough to tell how these things are looking because they're undead.
Yeah. I mean, one of them's been filled full of arrows. They've definitely been taking plenty of damage.
Yeah. I might want to take my action to disengage rather than sit and do damage because I can't take them both down in one go. But if I get out
Yep.
of here, people could start dropping area effect spells on here. I think I'm going
Correct.
to. I will shove the table off towards them and then like backflip off the bed and get out of the way.
Yeah, you can even use like a bonus action to do like a wrestling
Yeah.
attack, like sort of like hit them both with the table and shove it at them and leave them
Yep.
with it, and then duck and,
No.
and cover backwards.
I'm on my back. I've got the table there, and I kick the table at both of them, shoving them back like it was a ring match. And I'll use that kick to roll myself out of the bed and then get across the room.
Yep. I actually just realized I think we were screwing up your armor class because I don't think you had time to put your armor on earlier.
We put my breastplate on.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that gave me the full armor value though.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Morgan
must have
spent, like,
because we
an
gave you the
action-
bonuses of it. So yeah,
Morgan spent an action putting it on me while I was running with
it
Morgan on my back.
technically takes a lot more than an action, but
It
that's fine.
does. Yeah.
That's okay. A black token was taken, so
That's true.
I'm happy to throw that in there. All right. So Ugna disengages, gets free, comes back to the others. The two of them on the bed are now like stalking you and moving forward slowly, while the third one is paralyzed. We move to the top of initiative order again, which is Morgan's turn.
It's my time. All right, here we go. First roll. That is 56. Second roll.
Oh yes, sorry, it's that thing
Is-
again.
Yeah, first is 56, second is 68.
Oh, 68?
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong part of the chart.
Very fun, buddy. Where are you going?
That one already happened before. I'm going to go with the other one. Yeah, all your hair falls out.
Great.
Oh no. You're looking
You
great
are
today.
completely
It's
bald.
such a good day for fashion.
Hmm.
What do you want to do?
Can I get the benefit of taking a black token, please?
You already have.
I feel like this is yet another instance of a black token being given to me.
I mean, this is the cost.
I think Morgan's gonna go crazy. Actually, she's just gonna go feral. Morgan, I think, could I spend sorcery points to Storm Sphere? Or do I not have enough?
Yes. No, yes, you can because you can power up an existing. So
Yeah,
you can
she-
trade in your level 3 and then spend the sorcery point to make it a level 4. So it'll only cost you 2 sorcery points to do this.
I think so. Because I have to still maintain the entangle.
Yeah, so if you do this, you're dropping the entangle
Shit,
downstairs.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Now that said, it's been several rounds of people doing stuff down there.
But also of us struggling to do anything up here.
Yep.
So like, I can't trust
You don't wanna
whoever
risk it.
is struggling and
Yeah.
cause them to die. So I'm not gonna risk that.
Glad I didn't ink this yet because it was Undead Morgan. And now I'm just like
Undead
removing the
hairless.
hair.
Yeah. I truly look
You
like
could-
I'm melting.
You could try to
Banana
hit
in my
them
mouth.
both with a lightning bolt.
Lightning
Like you know
yeah.
it like the storm sphere is going to
It's
do
half
partial damage, but it does something.
Well, they're taking half damage from my thunder and everything
Yeah.
else. So
But lightning bolt does a lot of damage, and so
half damage of a lot of damage.
half of a
Still good.
lot is still better
Yeah.
than.
could I
nothing.
upcast that for more damage as well then?
You want to go ahead with the sorcery points and make it a 4th level?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a difference of 1d6 damage. Is it worth it for half of a d6 to spend 2 sorcery points when you've only got 5 left?
She's pissed, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's not making the best decisions because she's really mad.
That's
So
fair.
that's 9d6, is that
Fair
then?
and valid.
It'll be 96. They get a
Or-
dex save for half, and then they are also resistant. I will roll their dex saves. You've got a 17, and they only have a +3, so that's both failed. My best roll becomes a 16, which still doesn't hit your 17.
Okay. And
So they both failed their saving throw, so they'll take half damage, but they won't take a quarter.
I have to re-roll one of these. I only have 9 here with me. So that's a 3, a 3, a 4, 2 2s, a 1, and 2 6s.
So you got one more die to roll.
Yeah. Okay. 5.
32 points of damage, which becomes 16. So each of them takes 16 damage,
We're pretty good.
sizzling from the lightning.
Yeah. Morgan sees like her bangs fall off and can feel like all of like the soft, freshly long sauna bath, like truly had to have been like a 4-hour bath. Silky,
Just
beautiful for
shed
just
right off.
falls away, and she can feel it and see her undead body even like more, and just absolutely rages and puts all of her power into a lightning bolt on those two, forgetting also that she's in Perny's house. I mean, it's already crazy in here, but
the
Yeah.
wall behind is like partly blasted out, and it's kind of like and burning now.
Better days.
There's like lots of the bedding on fire because of the fireball earlier.
Yeah. And
Like
she is now like
the
truly
gauze of the
all fur and hair gone because the lightning blasted it like away from her body. So she's
Yep.
just like this way too much skin now. Like you're much more aware of just like how much skin
she's
is
like
on the
undead
body.
looking and
And she's
bald and hairless. Ugh.
And she's got a bit disgusting banana in her mouth. And
Yep.
she's wearing her like little skirt barely
her
wrapped around her
legs
hips
hairless?
with her fluffy.
Oh man.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
No.
It looks so horrifying.
Gross.
Like
It
a
looks so horrifying. I mean, you
like
guys
a-
have seen her bald and
a
blue
naked
before,
mole rat.
but now it's like bald and
Yep.
undead.
Oh,
It's not
no.
great. She's pretty
We've got a
upset. She's
Sphinx
pretty
cat
upset.
in a party.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Morgan
hell
not
is
happy.
that?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would like everyone to make a DC 15 wisdom save as one of these things just lets out a horrendous shriek that fills the
I
room.
missed it by 1.
Oh, the advantage I get from my armor came in clutch again. I rolled like 5 and 18. So 18
Okay.
it is.
So you're good.
I'm gonna spend an inspiration on that net one.
Oh boy.
I will also spend an inspiration. No, I
Okay.
won't. That's a 5+ whatever. So
Wisdom save. So you got what, a plus?
I will
3?
mark those off in a second when I
3.
have less bird on me.
I got a 23 on the reroll.
Hey, you've made it. Tromlin?
18.
I missed the first. It was a teen, but I didn't catch the first part. Tromlin, what was that again? Hello, Randy?
Sound may have cut
Can
out.
you not hear me?
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Hello?
I
Now we can
heard
hear ya.
something teen. I think Randy's having troubles.
I
There you
think
go, buddy.
yeah.
Could be.
Yeah,
The
I keep
internet
seeing
might
his,
be
the green flicker, but no sound. Oh, and there he goes.
18 from messages.
He's at 18 in messages. Good. Oh, there you
Hello?
go, Randy. Are you back? Yep. I
Yes,
can hear you.
18.
Okay, so everyone except Morgan made it. I need a saving throw for Lucretia, please. From Copernicus, Peter.
Okay. Net 20.
Oh my
Nice.
god!
She is. Perny is not necessarily rolling particularly well tonight, but Lucretia is.
I feel like Lucretia has taken all of my wild magic luck. I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Okay, so everyone made it except for Fetid and Morgan. Fetid failed just barely.
Hmm.
So the effect is that you are frightened for a full minute.
Okay.
You have the frightened condition,
I
which
got a
I
10
believe
total
means
with my
that you
bonus.
cannot move towards them.
That was my understanding, yes.
And I believe it may also mean that you can't, that you have disadvantage on attack rolls
Hmm.
and ability checks while you can see them. Morgan also has that effect. However, also Morgan is going to take
I was wondering.
4d6 necrotic damage.
Owie.
Okay, Lane. I was
Yes.
wondering. I don't want to use my reaction or my inspiration for this.
Yep.
Would I be able to negotiate another wild magic roll
For what?
to re-roll my saving throw?
Let me have a look at the mechanics on that. You are going to take 14 necrotic damage.
Mhm.
This bird is shoved so far into my eye socket, y'all.
That,
Is that, I believe it said Tides of Chaos.
that's a sorcery
the
point.
one.
Oh, there. That's a little better. Thanks, bud.
Yes, you haven't used this yet, so it's
Yeah.
just a wild surge. So yes, you may re-roll. So re-roll the roll first.
Okay.
And see what it is.
That's a 12 plus 5.
3. No, plus 3.
Plus 2 because of my banana.
Oh, I didn't add your banana before.
That's true.
I forgot what banana. That'll make it.
Thank God.
So you are not
Banana coming in clutch.
afeared.
Also, question: Could I choose this wild magic result of the two? I'm just asking if this is if I'm like in the realm of
Tell you
it
what,
is the DM's
roll
choice.
once
Uh-huh.
and let's see what you get,
Oh boy.
Okay.
and then we can negotiate.
All right. That is a 97 and an 89.
Well, no, I
Odd
said roll
numbers.
once. Roll
Oh,
once. 97.
Yeah.
Please roll again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm sticking with this one.
58.
Okay, so
no, sorry, 38.
38. So here's what happens. The 97 was roll again on the table, but now you can spend sorcery points to move your category up and down and choose what you
Ooh.
land on.
What?
Interesting.
So the one you just rolled is 1d6 flumps controlled by the
Oh.
DM appeared in an unoccupied space within 60 feet of you, and are frightened of you. They vanish after 1 minute. Or for 1 sorcery point, you may change that to your next damaging spell cast within the next minute creates a spectral fist that knocks the target prone. No saving throw. Or also for 1 sorcery point, you could have for the next hour, you leave a trail of flowers, fungi, and moss wherever you step. If you spend 2 sorcery points, you can have your age change by a d10 years. I don't think you want that one again. Or regain 2d10 hit points.
Oh,
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
For 3 sorcery points,
I think I don't have 3, but I mean, I'm interested.
you do.
Okay.
You had 5 left, and you didn't spend any yet on this action, so you still got 5. For 3 sorcery points, you gain the Ray of Frost as a bonus action for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Or switch positions with a creature of your choice within 60 feet in a puff of smoke.
That's pretty sick.
For 4 sorcery points, you turn into a potted plant until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Or maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast within a minute.
oh hell.
Automatic max damage.
I could absolutely see myself turning into a potted plant willingly.
I mean, that's not advantageous to you, though. You can't do
Not right
anything.
now, not right now, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, at some point, you're probably going to roll it.
Yeah.
But right now,
I like how there's just a little bit of like a used car salesman. Like, all right, for 2 sorcery points, I can get you into you get control of
there's
flumps,
more.
but
so your choices are a bunch of scared flumps show up and just run around.
Uh-huh.
The next spell you cast knocks a target prone. Next damaging spell. I'm only going to list the ones that are advantageous to you.
Yeah.
You regain 10 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
You gain the ability to cast Ray of Frost for free as a bonus action for a full minute.
Mm-hmm.
Or max damage on your next damaging spell cast.
I think I
And
want
there's
that max damage.
Okay, that one costs you 4 sorcery points. So
But
keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
with 1.
Does not require a spell slot though, so I could do whatever.
Yeah, it does.
And then,
Like you'll still have to cast a spell. The next
Okay.
spell you cast that does damage will do max.
Mm-hmm.
So, which will likely be, since you only have 1st and 2nd level slots left, I'm assuming that would be. Oh, I'm sorry. You did the lightning bolt just now, and you upsold it. So you actually only have 3 left. Sorry, you can't have that one.
Yeah.
So your 3
points?
options then are the flumps for free, the knock a target prone with your next damaging spell for 1, regain 2d10 hit points for 2, or the Ray of Frost for 3.
I think it's the prone one. I think what I'm gonna do with my turn is,
So you'll be able to do a normal attack, but it will automatically knock your target prone.
Yeah, I think a chaos bolt. I want to chaos bolt them, and hopefully.
All right.
Yeah.
You got it. So you spend 1 sorcery point for this, and that now allows you. So you got your reroll. You made it. You're not frightened, and now you have the automatically knock your target prone on the next attack spell, and it is your turn. So you're going to chaos bolt one of these guys.
Yeah. I'm just opening it up for the.
And which guy do you want to do it on? One of the 2 that were across the room where Ugna was, or the paralyzed one near you?
I think the paralyzed one, because it will hopefully bounce from them.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just having a hard time getting it.
Yeah, I got it. You can go ahead.
Okay.
So make a ranged attack spell. You got to hit him.
Okay. I make it. I maybe don't make it, actually. I rolled a 5.
It's not good. I think maybe it's 16, but I thought you had a really
plus
high
9?
attack bonus. You have a plus 9. That's a 14. You're shy.
Ooh, by
Yeah.
one.
I will
Do you-
spend this. I'll spend a
Inspiration?
inspiration. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a 9. Okay,
Plus 9 is 18. That'll do it.
all right. And that's 2d8.
Chaos Bolt, 2d8 and a d6.
That's a 7, or that's a 1, a 5, and then plus 1 for the d6.
Sorry, a 1, a 5 on a 1?
I got a 1 and a 5 for my d8 to decide
Yeah.
the damage type.
And then the d6 was also a 1?
It was also a 1.
So there's a total of 7 points of damage. You choose whether it is acid or lightning. I assume you want acid.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 damage to your target.
And then I make a saving throw because I'm looking at them and I can see invisible faces.
Oh, yes, that is correct. Wisdom save, please, to see if you
Right.
take more psychic damage from the terrible, terrible
I
faces.
use my last inspiration because I don't want
Yup.
that 1.
Ah, okay. Alina, you can mark that.
Yep, it is.
No more inspirations for Morgan.
No more
10 on the dice,
inspiration.
plus 2, plus 3, I believe. Yeah. So 15.
15 is your
I think
total?
so.
That is
Yeah.
exactly what you need.
So
So you will take half damage. I rolled 2 2s on 2d10, so you take 2 damage.
All right.
2 psychic damage. You're mildly discomforted. You're like, ugh, I
Gross.
don't like them. They're gross.
Oh,
my hair fell out.
yeah,
Take more psychic
more
damage from that.
absolutely have.
It is
And then
their
I want to
turn.
be away from people.
Okay, so where do you want to move? You want to move further back away from those guys?
Yes. I want to move
Okay.
towards the window.
You can do that.
I still don't know who the fuck this person is, and
The
I'm
floating
gonna keep
ghost out
pretending
there?
I don't go. Frankly, I don't give a fuck.
Pretend you don't see them.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kick open the window.
I'll let you do that with a bonus action.
And
Okay,
that's it. Yeah,
it's
saving
their
my
turn. The
reaction
paralyzed
for-
one is still paralyzed because it got hit again. That leaves the other two that were across the bed from Ugna, one of whom is now prone because your attack automatically knocked him prone. Oh, we just lost Randy again. He is going to spend his movement getting up, which means that the only thing he can do is try to use his terrifying gaze on somebody or scream again.
Terrifying Gaze would be a good metal queer band name.
He's not going to do the scream again because once someone has successfully rolled against it, he can't affect them for 24 hours. I guess he could still do the damage. Yeah, he's kind of running out of options. He's going to do another horrifying shriek, and you all put your hands over your ears. Everyone make me another saving throw. This is a wisdom saving throw. DC 15. I need to know in particular. Actually, Fedid doesn't have to roll because he's already frightened. Or no, sorry, you do still need to roll. I just need to know if you fail it by more than 5.
Okay.
I
15
succeeded.
exactly.
Lucretia has 11 on the die. I don't know her modifiers.
She'll make it. What was that
18.
for Trumlin?
15.
That makes it just?
16.
Makes it? Ugna?
18.
Made it? Morgan?
11 for a wisdom save, right?
You have a +3 on wisdom saves.
11 total then, if it's wisdom. Yeah.
So you failed it, but not enough to take damage, but enough to be frightened.
All right.
So you are now terrified of them. You have disadvantage on your attack and skill rolls and cannot move towards them. But you weren't trying to move towards them, so that seems. The other one is going to run forward and try and get close enough to attack, but Ugna is the only one he can get close enough to attack. However, don't you have a bonus to movement? I thought you had a movement thing. You do.
I do.
You have a 30 speed instead of 20,
Yeah.
or instead of
'Cause
oh no,
I'm
30 is base speed.
30
No,
is
30 is
base.
base speed.
I
You
don't
have
see
the
it.
boots. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that you probably move further enough away that it can't catch you with one run. So it's going to rush after you, and it's going to try and hit you with the gaze. So please make another saving throw, wisdom save, with all your bonuses.
Nope. You know what? I might spend an inspiration on that because that was a 3 and a 4. I can roll better than that.
I mean, it's 3 damage. I rolled garbage.
Well, no, that's true. I should be okay.
If you take half, it's 2. So I don't know if it's worth an inspiration
really.
for that.
Not really.
All right,
That leaves me 5.
3 points of damage. I rolled a 1 and a 2 on my 2d10. That's hot garbage.
5 hit points.
And that's them. Tromlin. You
Sorry to
got-
complicate things, but I remembered that I was knocking someone prone. I don't know if we did that.
I did.
Okay,
That's
good,
why
okay.
it stayed back where it was. Tromlin, so you have one foe who is temporarily paralyzed by your grandma that has taken a lot of damage. You have one foe that is run close to you guys and is with outstretched claws trying to get at you. That has also taken a lot of damage. And you have one foe that has just gotten up from prone back on the bed that has also taken a lot of damage.
The
What would you
guy
like to
running
do?
at me,
Yep.
or at us, I'm going to Radiant Bolt him. The fucking face. At level 2 again.
All right. AC 16.
Oh, it was so close to a critical hit. Oh, fuck.
I assume you hit that.
Yeah, I definitely hit. I hit it. I rolled a natural 19, so.
Awesome. So, damage.
All right.
This is your full Radiant Bolt.
That will be 18 points of damage.
Nice. So that leaves you with one third level spell left.
I
But
haven't
lots
been
of
using my
firsts.
I've been
Second
using
level,
my
sorry, I meant second.
spell. Oh, I have a third
Your
level
thirds,
spell?
you're out of third. You're out of thirds. You've used them.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But you've also only got one second level left.
That's fine.
But you have a bunch of firsts.
Yep.
So 18 damage. He takes it in full. That is
And
a lot of
I
damage.
will, for my free action, I guess Misty Step out of
Yep.
reach.
Yeah, you can Misty Step back over to behind Tromlin and Lucretia and Ugna.
I am Tromblin. Why would I Misty Step behind
Sorry,
myself?
not Tromlin. Copernicus and Lucretia and Ugna.
I want to know how that Misty Step worked.
There's
Yes.
2 of you now. That's all. It's fine. It's normal. Okay, Fetid.
Yes.
You are afraid and have you're afraid. You're petrified. But at least you've got a magic bow by your side.
That is true.
So you've got disadvantage to shoot, but you can do it.
Yeah, I think that's still the best thing I can do. So I'm gonna keep aiming at the guy I was hitting last round, and we'll see what happens.
Got it.
Uh,
Nice to the Linnies.
That's the one that's charging towards you guys.
14 is probably not going to hit, I'm guessing.
No. 16 is your
Okay.
target total.
Arrow number 1's no good. Arrow number 2,
Pico.
Nice.
Nice.
9 and 8. That's a 17.
That'll hit.
The Linnies
All
play,
right.
play.
So you can add your swarm to this one because you don't have to choose till after you roll the hit. So that's a full 3d6 plus 6.
Yeah. 5. 11 damage.
Oh man, so close. Okay. Next up, Copernicus and Lucretia. Lucretia's going to use the last 4th level slot and just do it again.
Third verse,
It's been
same as the
working.
first.
Yeah, make
Hey,
a hit
yeah.
roll for me.
It's working real well.
Or wait a second. Is there an attack roll? No, never mind. There's no attack roll. It's a saving throw from the enemy.
Can I keep this
Um,
number that I rolled? It's a good number.
Yeah, well, what are you doing?
Probably not making an attack roll. I was probably gonna do. It depends. Can I get more than one tentacle in a Everds? Or sorry, can I get more than one monster in an Everds? Black tentacles.
They are now spread out so that you would not be able to do that, I think.
Okay.
Actually, first question: who are you targeting with your distracting intrusions?
Right.
Assuming you're using your bonus action for that. The one that Lucretia is zapping, or the one that's
Yeah.
running towards you guys, or the one back on the
Lucretia,
bed?
the one Lucretia zapping.
All right, I'm gonna make his saving throw first. Okay, he made it. It was valuable to know because he beat his saving throw against Lucretia, so he's only gonna take half damage.
Okay.
And he won't be incapacitated now.
Alright.
I'd like you to roll my 76 damage, though.
Oh yeah, of course. Again, she's fucking killing it. 16 on the first 3 dice. 16 out of
Nice.
18 on the first 3 dice. Slowing down a little here. That's another 12 for a 28. And then a 1 for a 29.
Okay, 15 damage because he saved. It's still pretty good, but he's no longer paralyzed, which is a problem.
Okay, and I think fuck it, I'm summoning a demon. Let me just double
Good.
check my list here.
That's always our Hail Mary.
Yeah. Okay. So my only worry with Throckmaw is he pierces illusions with his eye, but that means he can probably see their faces, which is going to mean constant psychic damage for him.
Depends. He's a demon.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
know
seen
if you would
worse.
think he would be particularly susceptible to being psychically horrified by the undead.
All right. I think and in terms of he breathes fire at single targets, which is going to be not reduced. So I think that's the way that I want to go. Agrajag does physical damage. I don't think it would count as magical. And
The
Etereza is
demon's
too
ass
hard
magical?
to control.
Yeah, Adereza would probably burn the place down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go with Throckmaw the Burninator, who strangely won't burn things down.
I mean, he can, and he
Yeah,
still might.
Yeah, but he's not he does not constantly exude fire from all sides all the time.
Yeah.
He's single target fire. So yeah, we're doing Throckmaw. Do I take the turn to draw the safety circle? No, I think I'm gonna summon him and then start running in the other direction. Yeah. Because I don't need to maintain concentration on it. I don't need.
Remind me though, the most useful one to you is one that you haven't summoned in a while. But remind me though, how long was your ban?
A year.
Oh, okay. It's been over a month,
Huh.
but it hasn't been.
Yeah.
It's been months, but it hasn't been a year.
Yeah. Okay, so to keep concentration, I just want to see how close I need to stay.
I'm just doing a
Oh,
quick
hold on.
check. Oh,
And
yeah.
and these creatures are not demons, correct? The creatures that we're fighting are not demons.
They seem to be undead to you.
Okay. And
which is a thing that you are familiar with.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I can describe them to make sure that they get attacked, and not any of my weird family members who are also undead get attacked. So I think I'll probably just point to the ones that I want killed and say kill them, and then go back to your plane or something like that.
Out of here, buddy. Leave the ladies alone.
To maintain concentration in general, do I need to keep a line of sight to the demon? It doesn't say so in
No.
the spell. Okay,
No, you
yeah.
do not.
Then I might just go hide as soon as I've dropped this thing in. In fact, I think I'm going to take my movement to like the edge of the nearest hiding place, summon it as far away from myself, facing them as I can. I think I'll no, I need to be able to give the order. So I'll yell and point at the ones I want dead, and then I'm going to run away a little
Can
bit.
you like levitate out the window?
Oh yeah. Oh, we can fly actually, so
Yeah.
that may not help.
Before you do that, I'm just going to finish Lucretia's turn because I was just double checking what she might have, and I did some random rolls for a bonus action. She, being right next to Fetid, is going to tap you on the shoulder,
Mhm.
and you are going to vomit.
Ooh.
Cool.
She's casting Dragon's Breath on you.
Oh.
So you immediately open your mouth and spew a 15-foot cone of acid at the one that she's been keeping paralyzed now that it has failed to be paralyzed.
Nice.
This is why I
It
got
is
off
going
the
to have
bed.
to make a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6. There's no hit roll for you. You just like literally go,
Yep.
and a cone of acid shoots out of you.
Cool.
He fails his dex save. Nice. Please roll 3d6 damage.
All right. Where's my cookies? Oh, that's real bad.
Oh,
That is 4 damage.
Oh no.
damn it. So
2
close.
1s and a 2.
I'm going to say re-roll that. That's bullshit. She's too cool for that to happen. She uses one of her wizard cool points.
That's 11 damage then.
That is much better. Okay, that's enough to take
I'm
it over. It was so
drawing.
close. You were
I'm
2
work-
points short.
Yeah.
So that one, when she fails to stun it again, she touches your shoulder and you barf acid all over it, and it starts to dissolve, and it makes that horrifying shrieking noise again, and it explodes.
Oh,
So as before, anything within 15 feet of it will have to make a DC 15 Constitution save. Now, is anyone that close to it? It was attacking the group of you, including Tromlin. No, Tromlin engaged it. That's right, but Tromlin has Misty stepped away from it.
Oh heck.
I think the only person who might be, I'm going to randomize, it might be Morgan because he's nearer the window and that's where you're trying to get to. I'm going to give you a 1 out of 3 chance that you're going to get nicked by this explosion.
All right. I'm drawing, by the way, a naked undead Morgan standing in the window, like almost mostly silhouette.
Yay.
So look forward to that.
You have made it. Just.
Oof.
So you are
Barely.
kind of thrown, like you basically throw yourself forward with the explosion of this thing, like just a wave of necrotic energy explodes out of its body, and you are thrown towards the window, but you don't take any damage. And now back to Copernicus.
Yeah, so let's summon that greater demon, baby.
Excellent. I don't think there's a roll or anything.
I think they get I think they make a saving throw when they show up to see if they're under my control or not.
I don't think it's. I think the first round is free. Let me have a look it up.
First round's free, baby.
At the end of their terms, they turn. They make. So I got to roll. So please roll for initiative for the demon, so I know when it goes.
Okay.
And
That's a
when you
3
summon
on
it,
the-
you can 3 on the die.
Yeah.
Okay. For Throckmaw, where is he here? So that's under.
And obviously I do say its true name.
Yep. so that he has disadvantage.
I get to hear that.
The true name of the deep.
Yeah, but I think it's in Abyssal.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably sounds like
Throckmaw the
Butternut's
Ravenous.
Get out of there. Pico doesn't like.
He has +3 to initiative.
Don't.
Thank you for the biddies.
You roll the 3, so that becomes a 6, which doesn't change where he ends up. Okay, what is your verbal command to him?
So my verbal command is to destroy that and that and that, and I point to the undead enemies.
Destroy those 3 faceless ones.
Yeah. And I point to them as well, just for extra clarification. And I think
Yeah.
it actually doesn't take me additional time to draw the blood circle. It just says it's part of casting the spell, you can do that. So I think I may as well do that. For some reason, I thought that.
Yeah, it just says you can do it.
Oh, sorry, but I have to have a vial of blood from a humanoid killed within the past 24 hours, which I've not specified.
Yeah, which
that I
you
have.
don't.
Okay, never mind. We're raw dogging it.
All right. So, a gigantic creature. We have a drawing that Lar did a long time ago of this demon. I don't know if you've got it handy.
I should be able to find that.
A huge, one-eyed, crocodilian kind of monster with a beefy arm on its back. No, the description I have is crocodile head, one baleful eye and thrashing tongue, bat wings, toxic claws, and 2 mini talons.
Just rolls us over.
Yeah, here we go.
Inspo for all.
Which Discord should I drop it in? Community Discord.
Just the general, and Alina will grab it.
Yeah, and then I can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do it in
Here.
the in our recording.
Okay.
In general.
And next up is Ugna.
It's me.
Yep.
Ugna. All right, I am now away from this group. There is
A
a
demon
bunch
appears.
of
And you
bad
saw one of
things.
them explode, and you were reminded that you probably want to explode them when they're far away from you,
Yeah, sure
like
do.
that one was, and not when they're right on top of you, like the other one's about to be.
How many of my companions can I grab in my arms at this moment?
A fair number. So right now, near you, in a cluster, are Fetid, Copernicus, Lucretia, Tromlin, and Morgan, actually. Yeah, basically everybody. You're big enough to do... They're all small enough, and you're big enough to go full-on bear hug. And also, we can't see you now because of Pico.
No, it's true. He likes to bite the buddy.
No.
Okay.
No camera.
If I'm moving, then none of the things are close enough right now that I would take an opportunity attack if I was to run to the window.
Correct. Because the
Alright.
one that was coming to, the one that is coming for you didn't have as much movement as you did because you jumped with your boots.
Yep.
There is one near the window, or there was one near the window, but that's the one that just exploded.
That's true. And now the road is clear. I will look around. I will grab everybody up and book it for the window. And then as I hit the window, I'm just going to run straight down the wall.
Yep. So it looks like you're about to leap out the window. So you
Yep.
leap towards the window, and everyone's
Yep.
like, as they're about.
Oh,
Is anyone
no!
resisting getting bear hugged by Ugna?
No, but I do have a picture incoming of what you're grabbing.
Oh, good.
Your sadness, I assume.
This is good timing because we're about to break.
Okay. Copy canvas. Oh,
I'm checking this out. I will throw them up after the break.
Oh, you're gonna save these for after the break?
Yeah.
Okay. Good reason to stick around, audience. You're gonna see all the artwork. In that case, my
Oh my
description.
God.
So
Yikes.
a huge crocodile, single-eyed demon appears and is ordered to destroy those faceless ones over there. And I'm assuming you're summoning him between you guys and the oncoming undead. And then Ugna sweeps you all up in a massive bear hug, much to the protestations of Lucretia, I'm sure. and the cursing of Morgan, who's very much not wanting to be in a position like this right now. As you leap through the window, right through the body of this ghost, which only Morgan can see, and it's quite like horrifying. I'm just throwing a saving throw for you because I'm trying to get through this quickly, but you're basically in frightened condition as you pass through this thing. And then you run, instead of falling, you just run straight down the side of the building, while behind you the roaring of Throckmaw as he engages with these things begins. Throckmaw is immune to being poisoned, but not to fear. So he may have some issues fighting these guys. He's resistant to their cold damage, which is nice. But as you charge down towards the ground floor, you will see, you'll hear the detonations and the shrieking implosion of two more of those things as they are finished off by your friends downstairs. And you can also see the great doors, the doors to the great hall are open, and so you can see through, fighting at range against those two faceless ones and taking out are not only the Thieves Guild members and the Mummy Lord Sextus, but also a pair of wizards in colorful robes,
Yay,
specifically Dangalf and Aurelia the Golden, are lobbing magical bolts of various varieties into those two. And with them is an enormous, absolutely enormous owlbear, with a missing leg replaced by a weird contraption. Riding on its back, on a very weird steampunk saddle thing, is the Maestro.
Yay.
And dashing towards the door, or like standing back by the door, having been throwing daggers, you see a dashing black cat in large brimmed hat and flowing cloak. And Dangalf, seeing you all come like out of nowhere down the wall and appearing in the doorway, will shout, "Did we come too early?" It's still the middle of the night, by the way.
Yeah. You came just in time.
And that's where we'll take our break.
Yay.
My God.
It is in fact Trey Leches, and he is
He's a big
somehow
boy now.
larger than you would imagine if he was full grown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's take a break. We'll probably do a short. Well, we'll do a shorter session after this because we're breaking late, but also because I think we'll do a shorter session. Period.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna need to bail. I am like fading in
I've
and
been
out.
watching you fade for a while, so
Yeah.
no worries. We're only going to come back for like maybe an hour, so don't
Okay.
fret.
All right.
All good.
I'll see you guys next
You all
time.
We'll be back, and don't forget we're going to share some art.
Yes.
See you soon.
Yeah.
See you later, Jeff.
Yep.
Bye.